These fools, they'll never learn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Foo for Thought podcast. We're back. We're back as a full team, a whole crew in our entirety.
Sorry.
Devan sneezing. We are here. We are together. We feel
Groovy.
We feel groovy.
I feel loud, and I feel proud to be an American.
Say it loud.
Say loud. That's what James Brown says. You know,
That's
Right.
Black and
Black and
I'm
I'm proud.
that's right.
Baby, 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 baby. Oh, it's fucking good. Yeah.
But about the feeling.
Step back, baby. I kiss myself.
yeah.
That's such a great lyric. Step back and kiss myself.
Oh,
Yeah, you do, James.
sugar and spice.
That's right.
Damn, James Brown is nice.
Yeah.
That's right.
I still think my volume's a bit off.
yeah?
Mm,
That's all right.
Baby,
Right, let's
baby,
keep going.
baby.
Baby.
Hi everyone. If you don't know us, we're the
Hello.
Food for Thought podcast. Every 2 weeks, we deliver you sweet, sweet content. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We're a martial arts cinema podcast. Sometimes we sit down and we review martial arts films. Other
Right.
times we do Korean films. Sometimes we do a cheeky horror film.
Sometimes we do Roadhouse.
We've never reviewed Roadhouse.
Not yet.
It's coming. It's a coming. Yeah, that's who we are. So, I'm Sean. I forget to say, I'm Sean. I'm the main host. I'm the main man. I'm the James Brown of the podcast.
Fuck. I'm trash. I'm worthless.
I hate women.
Yeah.
This is Cyrus.
Background
He's
artist.
the co-host. He's the, if I'm the Hulk Hogan, he's the macho man to my Hulk Hogan. If you want to know who Ultimate Warrior is, she's sat right over there,
baby.
Devan.
Yeah.
Devan is another co-host.
That's right. If
My
I were to
wife.
describe Devan to someone,
Yes.
Ultimate
Would
Warrior
you
would be
do
the first thing.
Really?
definitely.
6 foot tall, ripped white man.
Yes.
A lunatic of
On
a
drugs
right?
and steroids.
Yes. I'd be like, Ultimate Warrior, but a woman and black. And they'd be like, yes, I get it.
And she's
That's-
like, that
that's
way,
Devan.
like that
That girl
Got it.
there.
Got
That
it.
girl there. Yeah. Yeah, so today we're going to be reviewing a little film called The Killer, and this is 1989's The Killer, the John Woo film. I wore my John Woo shirt just for this episode, not because I'm cool as fuck.
I didn't shower just for this episode.
What's that got to do with it?
Nothing. I just didn't shower.
Oh! I thought you meant that
He's trying to
had
be
some
funny.
ties to
No.
John Woo.
I'm just very, very dirty and smelly.
John Woo, you're stinky.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
Also, just use that bathroom. How'd you do in there?
Me?
Yeah,
Using that bathroom?
it was explosive in there. I blew
I
the
use the
bathroom
bathroom.
Oh, I thought you were implying that I did.
No.
Oh, no, it was fine in there. I had no
Nice.
problems. Textbook.
Nice.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Plain sailing. All right, we'll talk about little things at the top of the show. I've got quite a few things to talk about as to what we watched, what we've been doing. I'm just going to touch on the first one first.
Hit
And
it.
that is, me and Cyrus, we went and met up with the Art School Dropouts crew yet again. We went to see an action cinema action.
Short film.
It was at a short film festival, but we went to see an action cinema panel. And there we met up with Steph and Joey from the Art School Dropouts.
And it sounded like you guys had a grand old time.
Yeah, we went for a little scran.
Yeah.
We had some food. I had loaded fries.
I had Loco Moco for the first time.
Yeah. And it wasn't great, was it?
It wasn't loco enough for me.
No.
Too much moco.
Too much moco. Yeah, don't know what that means, but sure. But we had a good time. We had a nice chat. We laughed a bunch.
Mhm.
We cried. We did all sorts.
Yep.
Devan didn't come because she was in Puerto Rico.
Indeed, I was.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
She was living the dream.
The second time as it was the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, she was
On the beach lounging,
That's
soaking up the
right.
sun, and having a
uh,
great old time.
Richard Garrico over here.
Okay,
Good.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm there.
Really?
You know what I thought of earlier is
Go on.
Rico de Gallo over here.
That's good.
I thought so.
Yes. Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she was on holiday, so she couldn't come and meet us. But yeah, we had a good old time.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing I wanted to point out. What else we've been
What else
doing?
you got?
We've been watching shit. We've been watching. We've been
We've watched a decent amount of stuff.
stuck to the raft. Sorry,
Stuck
fucked
to
up
the
that phrase.
rough.
No, I was meant to say
the
we've been
rafters.
stacked to the rafters with things we've been watching, and I went, "We're stacked to the rafters." I don't know why.
Hey, what did I say before?
Well, we've got
It's on
it.
the end.
Well, yeah.
By the way, guys, if you're watching this episode, I just want to hit it nice and early. At the very, very, very end,
We're gonna get
of the
something
episode,
super random.
we're gonna drop a super random blooper that Cyrus hit before we started recording. I'm gonna tack that onto the end. So
Would you say that I don't normally miss jokes?
you don't normally miss jokes,
No.
and another thing, you don't normally crack up. after
Yeah,
we
I
talk
fucked
about it.
myself up
You
hard
went,
on that one.
You went hard.
Yeah.
on
Because
that
I
one.
fully believed what I'd say.
Yeah,
I
so
fully
that'll
believe
be
it.
the end of the episode. So please feel free to take a look at that.
Oh, that was great.
Well, firstly, something we've been watching. Me and Devan have been watching The Continental.
Yep, we started the Continental after I got back.
Yes, from the world of John Wick.
Very good.
The Continental, it's good. It's pretty
good.
good. I will advise everyone. I know a lot of people are holding off on watching it because they're waiting for all 3 episodes to drop. Do not expect John Wick.
Yeah.
Do not go in expecting John Wick. It is not John Wick. It is nothing like John Wick. It's in the same world as John Wick.
Yep.
And it has lots of nods to John Wick.
Yep.
But it is not in that style. It is not Chad Stahelski's aesthetic. It's completely different.
Good though.
It's good. The first episode, in my opinion, was better than the second episode.
Yes.
The second episode very much builds character and story, which I liked. I appreciated.
Yep.
The first one is really a little more action heavy.
The first one
Yes.
is, come on in, guys.
Yes, exactly.
Take a look around.
Exactly.
Right.
But I feel like the third one they're going to hit us hard with the action.
I feel like it is.
I
Someone's
think,
going to die.
yeah, I don't want to. I don't.
I
wanna,
think multiple people are gonna die.
Yes,
I haven't seen any of these.
I don't want to ruin the plot at all.
No.
But I think, yeah, I think good.
It's gonna be
stuff's
great.
happen. Mel Gibson's in it,
Yes.
and he's. They've given him a really bad script. They've given him horrible one-liners to deliver, and I really don't appreciate
I
it.
would agree. I like the idea of his character. I like what he's, I guess, the essence that he's protruding.
Yeah.
But I would.
Protruding, that's the wrong word.
Is that yeah?
Exuding?
Portraying,
Portraying?
exuding.
Exuding.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, I would also agree. The script for him ain't great.
Yeah, he drops terrible
Yeah.
jokes. It's awful. It's
Yeah.
really awful. Yeah, the Continental's really good. The action's really solid.
Mhm.
Some better than others, I will admit. Very early on, there's a very John Wick style shootout.
Yep.
But some of it after that is kind of unique. It's not quite like John Wick.
No.
Last night, we watched Blue Beetle,
We did.
the DC movie. Do you not know what that is?
I know what it is.
It's good.
It's fun.
It's good. It's fun. It's
It
a fun
is.
film.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
10 years
enjoyed it.
ago.
It's actually quite. It's actually, I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
the
it.
action was very good.
The action's incredible. Even though it's in my opinion, a very silly film. It's got a lot of silliness in it, but if you go along for the ride, it's kind of good.
Fun.
George Lopez is kind of manageable or kind of enjoyable almost in it.
Yeah.
I won't say the guy's name, the lead actor, because I don't think I'll get it right.
Yeah, me neither.
But he's really, really good. And yeah, JJ Perry did the action and whew, good stuff.
Yeah.
It's part Iron Man, part Venom, part Guyver, part whatever else. Got a little bit of Spider-Man in there. It's got everything. And
Do you
it's-
know we were? Oh, sorry. Were you done?
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna. If were you done with Blue
Yeah,
Beetle?
go ahead. Go ahead.
We were a little late to the bandwagon, but we finally watched Barbie. I don't know if you were gonna
Finally
mention that.
watched Barbie
Yeah.
again. I
Very
enjoyed
good.
it. I enjoyed
Very
it a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's a funny film, and
Yeah.
it's funny in an adult way. Not an adult way, like it's not dick jokes. But it's funny in well, a few, but it's funny in a like legitimately funny way, and it's not aiming at a kid audience. It's really
No.
good.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Margot Robbie is fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Ryan
Gosling was great.
top notch.
He was
Yeah.
great.
It's a good film.
It is very, very good.
It's a good film. I thoroughly enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Then I think let's see.
We watched some. We watched another movie.
Did we? I don't have
Um,
another one on my list.
No.
I
Go to
watched.
your next one.
I've been really into believe it or not, I've been really into animated shows lately. I continued the There's a word for it, and I don't know the word, and I apologize. There's a word for Chinese anime, because it's not anime, it's another word. It begins with a D. I just don't know what the word is. Blade of the Guardians. I actually finished that first season. Good God, get your eyes on it, everyone. It is fucking incredible. It's one of the best animes I've ever seen. The fact it's from China is nuts. It is a wonderful story. It is purely adult. There's no comedy in it whatsoever. It's straight up adult stuff. It's super violent, very adult themes, political, thrilling. Just a great, great show. And if you want to watch it, it is all over YouTube. You won't find it anywhere else. Just go to YouTube. It is all over YouTube. I think there's 15 episodes in total for the first season, and there's only one season right now. The other animated show I watched was Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Netflix.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Yeah, so there's a video game called Cyberpunk.
Okay.
It's got Keanu Reeves in it,
Okay.
and they made an animated show based on that game.
Okay.
Fucking, I loved it. I thought it was excellent. Really, really good show. Again, very adult, that one. Very violent. Lots of bad language, but just a solid plot. Very interesting characters. Yeah, honestly, give it a go. I think next I want to try Castlevania again. Because no, everyone says it's so good though. No,
Third season, right? You didn't see that
I didn't
one?
watch the third season.
Trash.
Really?
Trash. There's an orgy. It gets weird.
Okay.
There's a three-way going on. It's just not good.
Well, the new spin-off has just come out. Castlevania Nocturnal something, and people are saying that is amazing. But I don't know if you have to see the original to watch the new one.
Probably not.
Probably
I
not.
don't know anything about Castlevania.
Neither do I.
There's a guy, he kills vampires.
Got a whip.
Yeah. Trevor Beaumont.
Yes. But I'm really trying to get into anime, or not, just animated shows that are adult and that are good. I don't like cheesy, stupid stuff, but I want to watch Promised Neverland. I think that's one of my next ones as well. I hear that's really, really good. And then there's Netflix are going ham sandwich with the animated shows. There is a trailer I watched for Blue Eye Samurai. Please, everyone, run and watch this trailer. It looks. I guarantee, Devan, you'll watch this and you'll be like, I want to see that.
Have you, off topic of that particular show, but have
Yeah.
you heard when the next season of Invincible is going to come out?
It's right around the corner.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Okay.
I believe I think the maker of the show, the design, or not designer, the guy behind the show,
Yeah.
I think he said something like he wants to go for like 17 seasons or something
Christ.
crazy. But did you watch Invincible? Oh yeah, you liked it? Yeah, so
Yeah.
good. Second season's right around the corner. I don't know when, but I think they finished it and they're just waiting to
Okay.
release it now.
I still remember that first episode. It was a shock.
It's the single, honestly, the single greatest moment I've ever seen in
It
an
was
animated
a
show.
shock, because
When
especially
he gives
yeah.
everyone the business.
When he goes
Yeah.
nuts.
Okay, here's a deeper cut.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube,
Mhm.
everyone. When you want to get hype as F,
Mhm.
Go on.
YouTube,
Don't say Dragon Ball Z.
Doom song. Holy hell. It's a montage of him destroying everybody with the
Okay.
Doom music. It's called When the Doom Music Kicks In.
Okay.
I'm getting so hyped right now. Just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Just going in blind and all you know is, oh, it's a superhero cartoon show, but I knew it wasn't like for kids, and yeah, oh lordy,
I want to see that spin.
so good.
I want to see the spin-off of The Boys as well.
Oh, with the with
Gen
these,
V.
well, yeah, thank you.
That started yesterday,
Oh, did it?
so that hit Prime yesterday.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks really good. And then there's another trailer of something I saw which looks interesting, which is Netflix are putting out a Devil May Cry animated show.
No. Oh, animated.
I don't know what
Not
that
live
is.
action. That would be crazy.
That would be fucking awesome.
I don't know what that is.
It's a video game. But
It's a guy that kills vampires, basically. It's the same
demons,
shit.
vampires. But
It's a guy, he's half demon or something, and he kills demons.
Yeah.
It's like Blade.
Okay.
But it's super cool.
Gotcha.
It's super, super cool. Do you know his name?
Dante.
Dante.
Of course. You kidding me? Anybody from Capcom, I got you, my boy.
When he gets an
On
erection,
Virgil?
he calls it Dante's Peak. You know what I'm saying?
That's an A.
Thank you, sir.
Not a plus.
No.
That's another
If I
level.
would've
That is a
said-
solid A though.
If I would have say when he orgasmed, it would have been Dante's Peak. That might have been better.
I like the first one better.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Respect that.
I watched The Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah. For the first time?
Yes. That film is fucking flames.
Yes,
That's
saying.
That's a 5-star film.
That's
I'm not
what I'm
kidding.
saying,
Oh
dude.
my god, it blew me away. I was like, Devin was on holiday in
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. They say it with stutters also.
Yes, and call it
Fuck.
Lico. They say Lico, like I just did. And I was just like, I want something to just chill and watch. I whacked on the Breakfast Club. Emilio Estevez, the other girl, the
Molly
guy,
Ringwald,
Molly
Molly
Ringwald.
Ringwald,
I think it's
fucking
Ali.
weird science
Ali
guy.
Ali
Sheedy.
Sheedy. Both of
Ali
those girls.
Sheedy. Yeah, Michael C. Hall.
Both those girls are very pretty in that film.
Mhm.
If
for
you were
multiple reasons.
their age, which one would you go for? The freak or
that's
what do they call her? Not
Like
jock,
the
what
prom queen or
yeah,
whatever.
like the prom queen
Yeah.
type.
I'd probably go for the.
I would go for the prom
Go-
queen because the other one's a bit nutty. She's a bit strange.
I think I'd go for her.
You go for Ali Sheedy.
But you're more freaky.
No, I'd be like, oh, she wouldn't talk to me.
Oh, okay. I think I've got
And the weird ones do more stuff. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more freaky. Yeah, you want them to do all that goth stuff.
Yeah. Goth me up.
Anything else you want to
Goth
talk about?
Brooks.
You been doing anything?
Shoot, this is weird because we did uncut first, so I'll just be quick.
Yeah.
Uncut, go for it. We could get happy times. Birthday, coffee machine. If you can't tell, I'm drinking coffee right now. I'm very excited.
So 2 coffees since we've been here.
Yeah.
Yes, playing Diablo 2, lots of video games, making some love on the side, no drinking, and trying to eat. Well, not eating as much meat. Apparently.
That's really that's
weird.
That's his lady who's got him doing that.
Yeah.
She's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
A vegetarian?
Yep.
So am I.
He's a vegetarian. She's a vegetarian.
So okay, so just quickly, so because the idea of that is intriguing. So what do you?
What do you eat?
Yeah, basically,
Just all the good stuff, just not meat. I'm not really
is
going
it
for
filling though?
It's actually not.
Right.
I can tell. I can feel it. Like I'll be coming
Yeah,
back to
that would be my issue.
my rice and beans or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said the other day that I wouldn't mind trying to be a vegetarian for a while, and Devin was like, not having any of that.
Maybe try just fish.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A pescatarian?
Yes.
That's what that is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Deep sea diving.
I'm all about
I
that.
wouldn't mind that if that'd be we'd be buying a lot of fish.
We don't
Just
eat
get
a lot of
just
fish.
get that
huh?
ass fish.
Yeah,
like
we just get
tilapia.
that. We just get like that one big fillet from Costco, and
Yeah, we get a big
and then
fat salmon
just eat
fillet.
that. Yeah,
Those
eat
cost
that.
so much money.
I know.
Eat that multiple days in a row until it's gone, and then we're done.
And if there's an intruder, you have to
Right.
the salmon.
You know what you need next? An air fryer.
Mm,
Them shits
would
is
love
the
it.
future.
yeah.
Would love it, Cyrus.
Oh, air fryers. Yes, please. We should get into the episode.
Yeah.
Really.
Let's go for it.
I keep looking and saying that we're not recording, but we're recording on the laptop.
Get my
Ah,
notes.
Science, baby.
My notes out.
We
Okay.
are reviewing The Killer, the
The Killer.
1989 film directed by
John
John.
Woo!
Why are we doing it? I'll tell you why. Because it was John Woo's birthday the other day. Who else's
Oh.
birthday was it that day? A little lady called Devan.
Oh, do we have the same birthday?
Yes, ma'am.
Shut up.
You share a birthday with John Woo.
Ooh.
Do you know who
That's
I
cute.
share a birthday with?
Who?
Donald Trump
Yeah.
Ew.
and Boy George.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
So the gayest man in the world and Boy George. Oh, gotcha, Trump. Gotcha. Fucking gotcha. Yeah.
He's watching. He's like, I won't stand for it.
Fake news. Fake news.
He's like, yeah. It's like this is what he does. It's like he's holding a magical ball. He goes like this. He never wants to touch it. And there's always there's sun in his eyes.
Yep.
He goes
That's
like
right.
that.
Strange man.
Directed by John Woo, starring Chow Yun-fat, Danny Lee, Sally Ye, Paul Chu, and Kenneth Tsang.
Question.
Yeah.
The other guy,
know him from
the cop, right?
Danny Lee.
What's he in?
Yeah. What have we seen him in?
We know him.
Wasn't he in Hard Boiled? Oh, I'm going to get this totally wrong.
Was
that
he?
would make sense.
I mean,
Is he?
yeah.
Was he in Hard Boiled?
I don't know.
Guys, I'm terrible. I should know this, and I don't, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to try and look and see what other films he's been in.
Yeah, because whenever I saw him, I was just like,
He's been in a lot of
that
fucking
man
films.
seems familiar.
Every single
What has
Hong
he
Kong
been in?
cinema fan right now is yelling at me
I
on the
know,
screen,
like bunch
going,
of
"What the fuck
idiots.
is this dude doing?"
Okay, I'm looking right now
Who
at
was he in
his.
Hard Boiled?
No, he wasn't. Oh, and so far I'm not seeing
What is
anything.
he in?
I'm not
some
seeing
this is some good
anything,
content.
right? I'm not seeing
This is some good
anything
stuff.
I
Good shit.
recognize.
Yeah, I don't know where you've seen him before.
Oh,
I don't
we
think
just
you have seen him.
do we just think everyone looks.
Can we do this for 1 hour? Me looking at the camera and dancing. And you
Yes.
guys going, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm looking through his. I can tell you, I'm looking through his filmography, and you have not
We
seen
have
him in
not
anything.
seen him.
I've seen
Oh
that man.
no! Right?
I've seen that.
Are we just lumping him in and thinking that
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're mistaking him for someone else.
maybe probably.
Action choreographers were Tony Ching-Siu Tung and Lao Chi-ho. I don't know much about Lao Chi-ho, but Tony Ching-Siu Tung is obviously an absolute legend,
Obviously.
and
Legend, obviously.
the action direction in this is pretty bonkers.
Hey, can I make you feel good real quick?
No-
In a very asexual way,
yes,
platonic way.
yes.
I showed Drunken Master 2 fight scene to a lady friend of mine.
Excuse?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was
What
like,
did she think?
"Oh, who's the good guy?" I was like, "The Drunken Master guy." And she's like, I'm like, Jackie Chan. She's like, "Oh yeah, right." And I was like,
Okay.
I was about to be like, I almost.
So far, this isn't making me feel good.
Right. But her attention span isn't the greatest.
Right.
She watched the whole thing and she was like, "Oh." I was like, "You damn right."
Damn
She's
right,
like, "What's
lady.
he gonna do next?" And I was like, "You don't know what he's gonna do next. That's the whole point."
Fucking get ready
And
for
she
what he
a-
does
if
next.
if you talk to her, you would both not sleep for a week because she asks questions that would make you lose your mind.
Oh yeah, I would get very
She's
excited.
like, "Well, why is Drunken Style good?" You'd be like, "I don't," because he's doing it and they don't know what to expect.
That's it. I would
She's
go.
like, "Well, why doesn't she do it the regular way?
What else has Jackie Chan been in?
Yeah.
Like,
What's the
Sit
difference
down.
between kung fu and other martial arts?" I'm like, "It's a long thing."
she got me on the phone. I'd be like, "Hello, okay, strap yourself in. We're doing
Yeah.
this." Although, last Fight Bites, or was it the episode? No, it was the episode, Shaolin Mantis episode. Devan went on a monologue about shapes versus weapons, and I'd be lying if I didn't say I was
Rock hard.
rock hard. I was very excited, and someone else commented that it was amazing to see as well.
Yeah.
So Devin's getting into shit, and it's exciting.
A weapons gal.
I've got so many facts about this film; it's unbelievable. So let's just go and ask you your opinions, guys. What did you think of The Killer? Who wants to say what they thought of The Killer?
Me? Well, I always go first.
So we do it. You want me to
Okay.
go first?
Yes.
You really want me to go first?
Okay, I will go first. Fine. I will go first. The Killer. It was great. It was fantastic. It was a great movie.
I believe in God.
I mean, it was very much a typical, like,
Oh,
no?
not typical.
Oh.
But go on.
Well, like, okay, but yeah, it was
Sorry,
very.
I didn't mean to just walk over opinion. If you said it's typical, please go ahead.
I mean, it was a shoot 'em up.
You're wrong. So please go ahead.
It was a shoot 'em up action film. It was so I don't know how this isn't like John Woo's like first. I mean, I don't know where this falls in his.
In his oeuvre.
Yes. Sure.
This was before Hard Boiled.
Oh, this was before Hard Boiled? Okay. I mean, yeah,
Did I
I
use oeuvre right?
What
don't
was
even
that?
know what word that is.
That means to open, doesn't it? You mean "uff"? "Uff" means egg.
No, oeuvre. OEVRE.
I don't know.
Gonna
But
make me look
yeah,
it up.
I obviously there are the elements that John Woo is very famous for
Rear?
in it. But yeah, I mean there was what's not to love about it.
Don't ever question me. Oeuvre, the works of a painter, composer, or author regarded collectively.
Look up ouvrir. OUVRIR.
Look up ovaries.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there was nothing not to like about this.
Nothing not to like about it.
Yeah, it was
You
great.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
lot of
great.
fun.
This is wonderful
It
news.
was a lot of fun.
This has me. Sorry. If I just gush for a moment, I'm very excited because I'll be honest, we finished this film. Devan, firstly, didn't say a word. Absolute silence.
Well, of course I wouldn't. Why would I give it away?
And then I looked at
I
her
don't. We don't
face,
share. We don't share notes.
and I thought she'd left me. Her face was just a blank slate.
Right there with you.
Yeah,
She didn't say anything, just took her wedding ring off.
yeah, that's right. I honestly didn't see anything in your face. You
well,
were just
we don't talk about the films after we watch them. We don't compare notes.
No, but
we
you
save
went all-
everything for the
you
podcast.
went all Patrick Bateman on me. Cyrus, what did you think of The Killer?
Solid movie.
Solid movie.
Next.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate you.
Hard boiled number 2. Let's go.
Which one's better?
Ooh.
Davin's got an answer.
Yeah,
I
go
do.
for it.
What's your answer?
The Killer.
What would people say? What's the consensus? Hard boiled, right?
Wait a minute. Is that a bad sigh or a good sigh?
Let me get into this.
Yes.
Devin
Let's hear
just
your
said
opinion.
The Killer is better than Hard Boiled.
Yes.
A very, very rare opinion because everyone in the world thinks Hard Boiled is better than The Killer, apart from me. I think The Killer is better than Hard Boiled.
See?
Not
That's
only
why we're married.
Not only do I think The Killer is better than Hard Boiled, I think The Killer is better than Hard Boiled by a long shot.
I agree.
I think it's significantly better than Hard Boiled.
I agree.
Sorry, it's Hard Boiled.
What you said?
Hard Boiled? Or The Killer
The
better?
Killer.
Yeah, The Killer's better.
Okay. Yeah.
The reason being is because even when The Killer is not in its action sequences, it's a genuinely good film.
That's right.
Hard Boiled, not so much.
That's right.
Not so much. The Killer is genuinely gripping, genuinely interesting, and has layered themes.
A great plot.
Yeah, because the themes in the film, in my opinion, the whole film is about the gray area between good and evil. Right?
Yeah.
I think that it's the meld, because at the end, the killer, who is the killer? Is it Danny Lee or is it Chow Yun-fat? Granted, it's Chow Yun-fat. We
Who
know
deserves
that,
to
but
die?
yes, and it's the blending, because at the end, the cop becomes the killer.
Cold-blooded.
Killer becomes the good guy. Cold-blooded, exactly. There's literally a scene in the film where the cop looks at the blood on his hands, and at that point we know he has crossed over to be in that grey area. He's not quite the cop, he's not quite the assassin, but he's in that grey area of he's a murderer and a killer.
Vigilante.
Yes, exactly,
Yep.
exactly. He is killing, but he's killing for good, etc., etc. So the whole film, hence with all the church imagery and religious imagery, that's the whole, if I can get a bit pretentious, that's whole like sinners and saints thing, that the church is the middle ground, right? Because the church welcomes all people. You
Right.
can come in as good, you can come in as evil, but that's what it's seen in this film as. It's a solace, it's a middle ground between the good and the evil, in my opinion.
No Man's Land, or
Yeah, exactly. No Man's
Yeah.
Land.
Open
Perfect.
Waters.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No Man's Land. That's exactly what it is. The church and religion.
It's the Continental.
Thank you. That's literally what I was
That's
about
great.
to say.
That's
That is
great.
literally what
That's
I was
really
about
good.
to
I
say.
didn't even think about that. That's great. Yes, except in this
Except
one,
they blow the shit up.
yes,
Yes,
in
they
this
do.
one you can kill people. But yes, it's the meeting of the good and the bad. It's the church welcomes all comers.
Church versus state. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, but sure. But yes, I think that's the point, right? I think at the end, I think I read this somewhere as well, so I'm not saying that I picked up on this, but something about the bad guys destroying the imagery of the Virgin Mary. I think John Woo says that is the point where good overcomes evil at that point, where they blow up the Mary statue, which is very
Okay.
very interesting. I'm glad you thought. Cyrus, I'm glad you thought this was okay, and Devin, I'm glad you really liked it.
I did indeed.
Real quick, not to diminish that
No.
analogy, but it's in. This is gonna be funny because of the step in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
When a character's best friend dies in front of him,
Okay. Yeah.
he transforms
Okay.
into an unstoppable force.
Okay.
So that statue is kind of that.
Yes. Exactly. How many people die in this film?
A lot.
80.
Okay.
You're looking for an actual
Take a
number.
guess. Cyrus is going 80.
I will say
It's higher than that based on the way you said that.
125.
One of you is exceptionally close. It's 120. 120 people died. And you know what? I'm going to ask you to guess another number. How many rounds of ammunition were fired in this film?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like 500.
I got you. Go on. Pass.
Okay, Devin says 500. You got
Yeah.
even higher or lower?
And that's not even like what's filmed, right? Just period. Oh, total cut scenes.
No, I think in total, like in
Like
the
in the film, like
in the
that you
actual
see.
film,
Yeah.
I think.
Dude, I don't even know. I can't even.
Okay, so you're saying higher than 500?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, higher than 1,000?
Yeah.
Higher than 10,000?
Yeah.
Higher than 50,000?
Oh, now I'm
Okay.
yeah. Can I change mine?
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna change mine. I'll say 1,200.
Okay. 40,000. rounds of ammunition were
Jesus
fired in this
Christ.
film.
Okay.
So yeah, you lowballed that.
I
by
lowballed that.
500.
Well, compared to, I guess, yeah, but I was thinking in terms of how many people died, but okay.
The film, this is a fact that blows me away, right? The film took 90 days to shoot in entirety.
Okay.
Not that long.
Yeah.
The final action scene in the church took 36 of those days. It took a third of the film's entire shooting time to actually fucking shoot that shootout at
In
the
the
end.
church. Wow.
Think about it. Most of it's just 1 to 2 people on camera
Yeah.
Yep.
in a small.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Absolutely. The scenes are surprisingly intimate. in this
I
film.
bet a huge portion of the film was the dock
Yep.
and the last scene, like you said.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was-
Yeah, absolutely. Because that boat scene must have been difficult to shoot,
Right.
to organize everything. I've got a ton of the facts, but I'll talk about them as we go in. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the movie. I assume you didn't take many notes. The parent.
Me, I did not.
Not much.
Okay. By the way, this film is called The Killer, and then the Chinese translated name title of the film is much better. It's Two Bloody Heroes, which is much better
Yeah.
than The
Two
Killer.
Bloody Heroes.
I actually like that.
I
It's
like
much
The
better.
Killer better.
Do you?
I do.
I think The
Or
Killer.
what if it was called The Killers?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Throw an S on that.
With a question mark on the end. The Killers. I think The Killer is too on the nose. I mean, we have a film coming out like next month called The Killer, and we've just had a film in Korea.
Fucking Magneto in it.
That's right, Michael Fassbender himself.
Oh, really?
And we've got a Korean film called The Killer, which I think you would really
I
like,
was
Devin.
just thinking about whatever happened to Michael Fassbender.
He's still around.
'Cause,
He
yeah,
did
what's
that-
the last movie he was in?
Assassin's Creed.
Oof,
I don't know.
maybe. He's in that new Taika Waititi film as well.
Right.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is that to do with rugby or something? He's a teacher or something. Soccer.
Apparently, the film is garbage.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So the film starts off greatly. It starts off in a church. I think it's wonderful that it starts in the church and ends in the church. I just like that. It's a nice bookend of the religious iconography on the beginning and the end of the film. Literally 10 seconds into the film, pretty much 10 seconds in, and we get some doves.
Yep.
Yep. Good old John Woo and his doves. You know how he loves doves.
Yep.
Really quick. One time in the movie, I swear someone had a bag of birds and just threw it at somebody. They weren't flying. They were like, oh, shit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
They didn't look like nice, clean doves. They looked like some rat birds. Like,
There's 100% someone threw the dove at the end on the candles. Someone definitely did that because it lands and it kind of flaps and puts out the candles. But I was like, there's no way that bird would land on a lit flame that
Yeah,
way.
no.
That's fucking nuts. So we get introduced to Chow Yun-fat's character, who's surprise, a hitman, an assassin, and he's getting a mission or a job to go and murder someone.
Yeah,
and we get a bit of in this film. There's lots of kind of like philosophizing in this film.
Yes.
Lots of like soul searching and back and forth. That's kind of like it's really good. I like this. I would say this film, in my opinion, is John Woo's deepest film. I would say if you compare like the themes and the content of this film to Face Off, right? It's not. They're not quite on the same level.
No.
But a lot of people love Face Off because it's flat out action, and I get it. But this is a nice. I don't know if this is even a flat out action. I kind of call it an action thriller, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think anyone on screen looks more dapper than Chow Yun-fat.
No.
At the
Not at
beginning,
all.
when he's got his fucking white scarf on when he goes to do the job,
Yeah.
he's in his fucking shirt and tie and his suit and a white scarf. He looks
Yep.
dapper as hell.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep. So we get a nice introduction to the violence early on. We get a shootout in.
Well, before that, he walks into this. It's like a restaurant, right? Or club or restaurant,
Yes.
and there's a lady singing,
There is a lady singing, Jenny,
Jenny, and yeah, you.
who later went on to marry Forrest Gump.
That took me a
No
second.
good. Yeah.
Took a second.
No good.
No good. Absolutely no
No
good.
good.
I'm sorry.
But off right as soon as you see her and she eyes Chow Yun-fat, and you know that there's something between these two, some unspoken thing happening between
Something
these.
going on.
Yeah. she clearly wants a piece of
Chow Yun's
Chaoyun.
fat.
Yeah. Yes.
Gross.
Gross.
Very gross.
Yes.
Very gross.
Right.
So
But so she's on stage and she's singing
she wants to make him hard boiled.
yeah, and
Very good.
eyeing the gentleman, and then it all kicks off.
Lots of foreshadowing in that scene. There's a big zoom into her eyes, and it's just like, okay, I can see what's coming.
Look at those beautiful eyes.
That's right. What's going to happen to them?
Beep bop boop. Some shoot off goes off.
Good
He kills the
stuff.
bad guy, and then he blinds her by mistake with a
Yeah.
close proximity gunshot.
Yeah.
Before that happens, sorry, I just want to jump back a little bit. No one, and I mean no one, does shootouts like John Woo.
No.
No one is better at shootouts than John Woo. Michael Bay is probably up there as being very, very good, but no one does them like John Woo, and no one within a shootout does overkill better than John Woo.
Tell me about it. Yeah, it's just like point and spray. So many bullets, and yet
You like
so
that move?
and yet there's just like so many people who don't get hit by all of these bullets just flying.
When people do
everywhere.
get
But
hit,
when they do
they get hit 97 times.
right,
It's
and the
great.
force of even just the force of one bullet just like sends them like basically through the building.
You know, I like. There's this guy sitting at a poker table, I
Yeah.
think, and Chow Yun Fat comes in, and he's like, "Oh no!" and then shoots him right in the head, and the guy's
Yep.
like, "Ow!" and then he shoots him, and he's like, "Oh, that hurt! I'm dying now."
That happens later on as well.
I
Yeah,
think that's how
When they
getting
do-
shot in the head works.
right.
He does it in the boat thing as well. When he shoots a guy in the head, then shoots him like twice in the body. It's like not needed.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
I'm saying, overkill. Like
Right.
John Woo, Chow Yun Fat is literally from here, from me to Cyrus away, and he's just shooting someone in the chest like so many times, and it is wonderful. And one thing I will say, please, Hollywood, go back to using squibs. Squibs are so much cooler.
But here's the thing. This is what I was thinking watching this,
Yeah.
right? Because it's been a while since
Been a while.
been a while since I've watched a movie that's just, basically just spraying bullets. And so I was thinking, I was like, which one do I like better? The more, like very purposeful, like John Wick or even like Extraction.
Yep.
Very purposeful shots, so
Yeah.
you're not wasting bullets. Which one do
Very good
do I
question.
like one better? But they're just such a different style. But I feel like just watching this, and maybe it's simple. Maybe it was also because of the time period this was in. It's just there's a silliness to it, but
Oh, wow.
it's still very enjoyable.
You know
But
what?
I don't know which. I don't know. So I'm
That's a
wondering.
great question.
Right.
That's a good
So
question.
I'm
That's a really
wondering
good
if I
question.
like the more purposeful shots
Yeah.
more because they're more based in reality, and this clearly not based in reality
So it's
whatsoever.
So it sounds like you're talking about a brawler
Mhm.
and a tactician.
Yes.
So like Samurai Champloo, those two guys,
Yeah, that's a great
and
comparison.
also like James Bond and Indiana Jones.
Right.
Indiana Jones is smart as fuck, but he's a
A
brawler.
brawler.
He
Where
will go to a
James-
bar
yeah,
fight.
Definitely,
Where
definitely.
James
He's
Bond
not
is
doing 30 years of like
Yeah.
all this shit.
Where James Bond is a
All
tactician.
slicker with it.
Remember the guy who's like does the sword in the alleyway? He's just like, I don't have time for this bullshit. Bang.
Right.
Next.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That was good,
That's
huh?
that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Philosophize all up in this bitch.
No, that's great. Both of you just
Yes.
hit me with a lot. That's great. That's great.
Oh, also, The Rock and Jason Statham.
Fair. Yeah, The Rock is brawler.
Okay.
Jason Statham is a bit
Not as
more
good,
of a-
but sure.
Yeah, a bit more of a tactician.
Bit more. He has to be. He's 2 feet tall.
Yeah, but he's very like Jason Statham kicks fucking ass.
Yeah, he does.
Compared to The Rock. Remember that scene when they're walking down the hallways to the door?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That's
true.
very true. Yeah,
That's
okay.
called winner, winner, chicken chinner right there.
That
3 in a
is
row.
a winner, chicken chin. I will give you that. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I love John Woo style film. Sorry, I love John Wick style film, and I love the pinpoint accuracy, and I love all that stuff. I think nothing is better than John Woo Shootout.
Spray and pray.
Nice.
That
Nice.
was the phrase that I was trying to think
Where did you
of.
hear that from?
Archer.
Okay.
I think it was an episode of Archer
I think
where they
you're
were
right.
talking about Lana. It was the one oh that episode with Timothy Oliphant. And yeah, they were describing Lana's shooting style, and it was spray and pray.
That's good.
You know where that came from? I mean, I'm sure it came from like the military,
Mhm.
but it got popular in like video games
Oh really? Okay.
because when you have like a little gun,
Sure.
if you're good, right, what you're supposed to do is like look down and be like, got
Yeah.
him.
Right.
But like people
I
who
would
aren't
be
very
a-
good, it's
I
just
would
like
be a-
just press the button.
I
It's
would
like,
I would be a spray and pray type of player.
Yeah.
Spray and pray.
I'm a spray and pray guy. I prefer it because like I'd even compare it to if anyone remember, I'm sure everyone remembers in Bad Boys 2, when they're shooting with the Jamaicans
Oh
and it's
yeah.
going round the wall. That's a proper spray and pray fucking
Yeah.
shootout. They're shooting through the walls. It's just like zinging
Yep.
past them all.
Yeah.
I love that kind of shit. I love because I love the danger. I love the chaos. Like the danger of and this isn't going to be this bit of philosophizing isn't going to sound right, but the danger of a John Woo film is the chaos.
Sure.
Everyone's getting shot, everyone's getting killed. It's
Right.
nuts.
Right.
The danger of a John Wick film is John Wick.
Got
Like,
it.
he's going that
he
man,
decides when he wants to die.
yeah,
basically.
that man is going to take you out. Chow Yun Fat, he's going to take you out, but he's going to probably take out 6 other people with you. And
Right.
I think that's like I love the chaos of a John Woo shootout. I can't wait for his new film. It's going to be so fucking good. And we should get a trailer hopefully soon. People have seen the trailer before Saw 10. It's you probably don't know about it, right?
No.
It's a film called Silent Night. It's Joel Kinnaman
Okay.
in a John Woo film.
Crazy.
And there's no talking in the entire film.
Crazy.
It's an entirely silent film. Obviously,
Silent. You mean like as far as dialogue?
yes, sorry, yes, a
Got it.
muted
Is there
film. should I say.
miming?
Yeah, so no talking whatsoever. I don't know if the bad guys talk. I know he doesn't talk. I don't know if the bad guys do,
Interesting.
but it's going to be supposedly it's going to be like a good old fashioned shoot 'em up John Woo style.
Hardcore Henry,
Great film.
kind of like that. Not much talking, huh?
No, much talking. Well,
Yeah.
Sholto Copley fucking talks your ear off in that film.
Hmm.
I like that guy. I do too. He needs to be
Yeah, I
on
don't
board.
mind. Yeah.
He's actually really good in the A Team.
I was gonna say his accent is trash in that. I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
He's good in everything. Just I don't know. He's Southern somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yikes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait,
No, he is not.
no.
You mean? Oh, you
he's
mean the?
Southern in
You
that,
mean
right?
the accent?
No, he's South
that
African.
trying to-
I was going to say he definitely knows he's South African. By the way, the music in The Killer, mwah, so good.
Did you enjoy that?
That opening music, that sound, that tune that you hear throughout, that like wistful slow song, it's like it's embedded in my brain. I like it's. I don't know why. I just love it so much.
Sorry, I'm just gonna go off topic, and just because you said that, I'm gonna go back to earlier when we were talking about the Continental. Talk about fucking amazing music.
Ugh.
You don't like the
Ugh.
music?
Oh,
Oh, you're insane.
the movies or the show?
The show,
I've got an issue with the music.
you're insane. I
Ju-
fucking loved every
okay,
single song.
Let me just say,
In every episode.
every single song that plays in the Continental, the show, is probably like it's phenomenal. It's a great fucking soundtrack. It's amazing. I've got no complaints about the song. I have a complaint that they have a music drop every 10 seconds. They have to have a
Oh.
needle drop every single 10
don't mind that.
seconds.
That's not cool.
I don't like it.
I don't mind that at
It's
all.
like they bought a catalog of music and they're like, well, we got 800 songs. Now we have to use them all.
I don't mind that at all.
No, it's too many. It's too many. But the songs are amazing. In fact, some of the songs I've never even heard before, and they're amazing. So once the
Yeah.
Continental's done, I'm going to be Googling the soundtrack. 'Cause It's
100%.
really good. I want Mythbusters to do an episode where can a muzzle flash actually blind someone? Because it's the muzzle flash that gets it, right? It's not the bullet.
Is that what it was? I was unclear as to
Yeah,
what
it can't be a
was.
bullet.
I can't see that blinding somebody.
I don't know. It's a fire.
It's right here though. It's not even.
But it goes across her eyes and
Hmm.
burns her corneas. That's what it is, right? I thought it was the muzzle flash. I don't think it's not the bullet. It's certainly not the bullet. Unlike Chow Yun Fat at the end. But she gets the muzzle flash, I think.
I don't think it would blind somebody.
No,
I'm trying to think of it.
I know.
real-
You don't know.
it's literally a ball of flame.
Right.
It's gas on fire. So
Well, yeah. Or
I'd like to see.
gunpowder or whatever the fuck.
Mythbusters, if you're watching, get on that. I'd like to see an episode.
Yeah, so in amongst the shootout with Chow Yun Fat, and he goes to kill someone, and yeah, let's say for argument's sake, muzzle flash.
Yep.
He because they're both lying on the ground, and he's lying right next to her, and yeah, he points his gun and muzzle flash across her face and blinds her.
Sorry, I like the term muzzle flashed. I like that.
Oh, did I say
Uh,
flashed or flash?
I think you said flashed,
Oh,
which I like.
okay.
I actually like that a lot. Yes. Then we get introduced to Danny Lee. And basically we don't get much about him at the beginning. He's just
Police officer,
he's a police officer, and he
a detective.
does some crazy shit.
He takes
You think he's
Matt.
a dick?
No, a
Is that-
detective,
Oh, I thought you said he's a dick,
police detective.
which is another term for detective. Funny enough. So yeah, Danny Lee shoots a bad guy on a crowded tram, which is meant
That was crazy.
he'd be fired
Right.
immediately.
Right.
Gave
He's
someone a heart
chasing,
attack.
Yeah.
chasing a bad guy full of pedestrians, full of civilians.
They don't explore the fact that he gives a woman the heart attack much. I thought they were going to
No.
compare it to him blinding Chow Yun Fat. No, Chow Yun Fat blinding Jenny. But they don't do it. They just
Basically,
mention it briefly.
basically they're just like, your recklessness caused, this woman had a bad heart and it caused her to have a heart attack. And he
She's
was
dead.
right, and he was basically like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It's not my fault."
Honestly, that's it. That's
Yeah,
it. He has
even
no
though
regrets.
basically 100%, he literally decided to have a shootout on a crowded tram with civilians.
You know what he is? He's neutral good. He's not lawful good. He does
Yes.
good on his own
Yep.
terms.
Yep.
And it was good terms. It's just very unfortunate. that
Absolutely.
Is he Riggs? Is he Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon?
He just doesn't have the swagger as.
He's more of a
Riggs.
chaotic good, huh?
I'd have John Woo in Lethal Weapon 5. Oh,
Have you have
The
you
main
watched
star would be a dove.
yes.
have
Instead of Danny Glover.
you watched Lethal Weapon yet?
I've seen bits and pieces. I know the basics.
You get the you're saying you get the gist.
There's a white guy and a black guy and their buddies and cops and shooting. I've seen 4. I've seen the South African one.
He
That
says.
That's 2.
Oh, that's 2?
That's 2.
That's
Shit.
2.
I'm
South
getting too old for
Africa.
this, you know what I mean?
I quote Lethal Weapon sometimes, every now and again, but not too many different quotes. I do say you're black a lot to you.
Right, you choose the most racist.
You know what's nuts?
It's not racist when I say.
That movie is no the movie.
Oh, when he says
yeah,
it.
the movie
but-
itself
but
is racist.
You're blick. Yeah.
You know what's funny? This is going to be weird. I say that shit to myself. Like I'll hear, I go, but you're blick. I'll just say it to myself.
Yep.
Yeah, that movie is
It's
racist.
the movie because you guys said it one time.
Every now and again, I'll say it in my brain, or sometimes I'll say it to Devan.
Yes.
Again, I'll say, "We're back, we're bad, you're black, I'm mad," which is also from Lethal Weapon.
Okay. Who says that?
Riggs. We're back, we're bad, you're black to Danny Glover.
Glover.
I'm mad because he's mad in that film. He's like,
You know what would have been nicer, I think?
go on.
We're back. We're mad. You're black. I'm bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been better.
Right?
that's better. Maybe it is that. Maybe I'm getting it wrong.
Because he's bad boy.
He is a bad boy.
He is a bad
Yeah.
boy.
Where were we?
Yeah,
Danny Lee. We get introduced to Danny Lee.
he caused a lady to have a
He
heart attack.
shrugs off the fact that he killed a woman, essentially.
He shot at a bad guy on a crowded tram.
She was like, why'd you do that? And then, oh,
basically.
You watched a dubbed or subbed?
dubbed.
How did you find a dubbed version? Where did you
I don't
find
know.
it?
Someone sent it to me.
I sent you the subbed version.
Someone sent me the sub version.
So you watch it subbed?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
I'm never going to get that.
No, you're not.
not.
Sub,
When I want a
Title.
sandwich, I go to Dubway. Dubway sandwiches.
Yeah. Fucking you live in Dubai. Dubai.
Sub-
Sub-by. Sub-by.
No, Dubai. It works better.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Yeah, you watch it subbed, but you watched a version with different subs to ours, because I'm gonna bring up a point which happens later on.
Mickey Mouse and Dumbo over here.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly. So the nicknames that they give each other.
Oh, is that it?
Mouse and Dumbo.
Oh no, ours is better.
Go on.
Runt and Shrimphead.
Runt and Shrimp.
Chow Yun Fat is
Okay.
Shrimphead, and Danny Lee is Runt.
That's right.
Yeah, that's much. Oh, that's what you were talking about when you were saying that. Oh no, that sucks.
Mickey
Shrimp
Mouse
Head
and
is
Dumbo.
dope.
There is a version out there where their nicknames are Dickhead and Arsehole.
Really?
Yes.
I don't like that as much.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I like Runt and Shrimphead a lot
I like
better.
that one.
Runt and Shrimphead, it works
Great.
much
Who's
better.
Runt?
Daniel
Runt
Lee.
is Danny Lee.
Shrimp.
Yeah, giant
Yeah.
Shrimphead. Because I think that's more.
Lost in translation.
Yes, exactly. I think
Right.
it's more, dare I say, more Chinese, because I think their insults are probably in a very specific way, and translate it's like, oh, it sounds
Yeah,
like
and
it's shrimp head.
yeah, nor would I think. Yeah,
It's
Disney characters
I
don't
told you-
seem right.
Dingbat.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Yeah. Someone in another country would be like, what the fuck is going on? What the hell's a dingbat?
Dingbat.
So Chow Yun-fat goes to visit the lady Jenny singing quite a lot, and he beats off 2 would-be rapists. And by the way, he beats the piss out of those rapists.
Did you hear that too, Cyrus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get that in reverse?
Yeah.
You're like, he beats
He
off
beats
a would-be
off.
rapist?
Yeah. He beats off 2 would-be rapists.
He beats off to him.
He beats them off. He beats them off
He
of her.
beats
Is that
them
what you're
off. He beats them off very,
You said
very
he beats
well.
off to him. He beats
He
off
beats
to
off
them.
Oh,
to him.
did I?
Yeah.
I said
He beats off.
no.
two
I said
would-be-
beats off 2 of them. I didn't say to them.
We know what
I
happened. It's
heard
on tape.
he beats
Bump
off.
it.
He
Bump it.
beats off 2 would-be
I said
rapists.
beats off 2 would-be racist rapists. Beats off 2 would-be. Okay,
I beat off to.
okay.
What do you beat off to?
So if I beat off 2 would-be
I
racists,
would not. I
Oh,
would not. use-
two, not as well.
of course.
No, I knew what he meant. It just doesn't. It's not. It's not how I would phrase
Look,
that.
Chow Yun-fat doesn't
He
jerk
beats
off
up.
rapists.
He beats up 2 would-be racists.
Yes, rapists.
Rapists.
We're getting that confused as well.
Rapists.
Jesus, this is a shambles.
Okay, poor Jenny. Jenny is temporarily like blinded, or whatever, or blind.
Permanently blinded.
Well, there was bits where she can see like shadows or whatever. Anyway, she can't see basically, and so after leaving the restaurant where she sings, she's outside, and 2 guys come along and attack her, accost her, and attempt to rape her. But Chow Yun-fat is nearby,
He beats him off.
watching, trying to watch over her, and yet he beats up
He beats
Two.
him off with his hands and his feet.
with 2 would-be rapists, saves her life, but because she can't see, she doesn't recognize him. She doesn't realize that he's the guy who caused her blindness, and so they form this relationship.
My point was though, Chow Yun-fat beats the shit out of them.
Yes, he
Like,
does.
He delivers like 9 haymakers to this one guy.
Yeah.
Fucking beats the ever living
Yeah.
Christ out of him.
He beats the sense out of him, and he has like a nice, calm, long conversation with her.
Yep.
And they're like knocked out clean.
Yep.
And so they become close pretty
Yes.
much.
That's not,
One
way to say it.
Oh, they become lovers.
Yeah.
And he. So Devin,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Chow Yun-fat, his character also plays the worst instrument in the world.
Yes, that's my first note for this this film. Why is Chow Yun-fat playing a harmonica?
Not Lethal Weapon, guys. Don't they have harmonicas all over the place in that? Sax?
That's a sax. There's a lot of yeah.
Saxophones and.
There's a lot of
Oh, on the
saxophones.
soundtrack. Yeah, sorry, I
Or-
got
yeah,
I
or
got confused.
playing
A
in
lot
the
of
film.
sax.
Yeah.
In Hard Boiled, Chow Yun-fat plays the sax in Hard Boiled,
Oh,
if you remember, or like
right.
the straight sax. What's that called? Clarinet.
Straight
No.
sax?
No,
I had
it's
some straight sax last
Yeah,
night. You know what I'm saying?
it's gay sax. It's
I
like
don't know.
I don't know what it
An
is.
oboe, a clarinet.
No,
I
it's
know what you mean, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just some variant.
Yes.
But yeah, the harmonica. I was just like, oh, no.
Yeah,
No.
It's a nightmare. Also, Chow Yun-fat
He's playing
says,
it like a dildo. One-handed, like.
"Oh no, that's bad. Actually, no, I'm going to skip that note because I fucked up." Okay, what I want to say, Devin, is if I came to you,
Yes.
we're at home, we're settled,
Paint a picture.
we're watching the TV.
Yes.
You have a cup of coffee.
Okay.
I've opened a can of Coke Zero.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it, and I look to you and I say, Devin, I got to go somewhere for a few days,
Okay.
and then I don't say anything else. Right? They do this in films all the time. Hitmen and
Yeah.
killers and assassins, they always go, I got to go away for a few days. Or like spies, I got to go away for a few days. No one is ever going to go, okay, just let me know when you get back. It's like, where are you going? What do you mean? Why aren't
Yeah,
you giving me any
I-
details?
What's your job?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Why are you always bleeding?
Yeah. No one ever asks. No one ever goes, "Oh, what are you going to do for a few days? Are you
Here's
going somewhere nice?"
here's my thing. So yes, that can be a thing. What I appreciate, we're currently watching a show called The Americans. And they always give excuses. Although what I find what slightly irks me is just they're constantly giving these excuses. They're always gone. Granted, they're giving a reason,
Yeah.
but it's nonstop. Basically, their children are basically living on their own right now.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and so it makes sense to me. Forgive me if you've never watched the show, if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Where obviously their oldest child is suspicious because they're like, "Why the fuck are you both always gone?
Yeah.
It can't always be work."
It's good that they made us suspicious
And
eventually.
oh yeah, and I appreciate it because if they didn't make her suspicious, I would 100% be like, "What's wrong with her?"
Also, I'm a subtitles guy, but fuck me, The Americans has way too many subtitles.
Well, there's
I
Russians.
get it. There's people speaking in Russian for like 40 minutes every episode. It's like, Jesus
There's
Christ.
Russians in it. What do you expect?
Well, when you're in America, speak American. That's what I say.
Not the Russians.
I'm a goddamn patriot. That's what I am. I didn't come here to speak Russian. I came here to speak American.
Right.
And look at me now.
But
Manager.
give us your American.
Hey there, partner. I'm from Texas. I'm a cowboy and I work on a ranch.
It's like
Here's
my
the
mama
thing,
used to
though.
say it.
Here's the thing, though.
I know what you're going to say.
I don't know if that's an actual real attempt or if you're trying to be funny. What's your real attempt?
Well, the raise in pitch
Yes, alone.
is
Is
comical.
right.
But the actual intonation that I'm coming across
Is
with
100%
is meant to be
meant to be
that's me
real.
trying to southern, of course.
Okay, don't do Southern.
I can't do regular American. I
No?
can't do it. No, I can't. It's too difficult. You just
One day.
you go don't go far in your car. That's how you sound.
Far.
You say mirror.
Far.
Mirror. Does anyone want to watch a horror film?
Mhm.
Get the fuck out of here, you Yankee twat. Yeah.
I couldn't even tell. I
Oh no, you wouldn't even say film because you go movie. Horror movie? No, I can't say
No.
movie doesn't
It's a
sound right.
horror
Sounds
film.
like my childhood friends.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's how you sound. Yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
talking to myself.
Yeah, that's right. Yo, dude.
Yeah. Horror film.
Yeah. That's not
how
how
I
I
talk.
sound. I am pitch perfect.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
You doing an impression of my American impression is all wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I nail American.
Horror
It's not as
film.
good as
Horror?
my southern. My southern's very good.
Get in
Yeah.
my car.
Yes, that's
Hey,
how you
guys, let's
sound.
get in my car.
That's how you sound.
Let's get in my car.
To anyone who is non-American, you both sound like dildos.
You know what Brits sound like?
Go on.
All right, mate. Bits and bobs.
That sounds like Australian.
And all that.
That definitely sounded Australian.
All right. All right, mate.
That's good. I like how the shoulders go up.
You
Yeah.
have to do it. I'm
I
being
like that.
very offensive.
Not really. We don't care.
No,
Yeah.
It's just a joke.
Because it's either you do like that kind of
Yeah.
accent or you do that kind of accent. Oh, hello.
Silly ass.
I'm from. Oh, you silly ass.
Yeah, what do we have Southern? No one does a straight American. It's always
No.
Southern or like I'm walking here.
Oh, yeah, New
Boston.
York. Right.
Where'd you park the car?
Or
Or
of course,
Boston,
the big
yeah.
one is like, oh my god,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'll
that
do that.
business.
Yeah, Valley Girl. See, you don't do a very good Valley Girl.
I do a good one.
Oh, you do? Okay, I was going to say, what you just did obviously wasn't, you didn't hit it too hard, but it didn't sound great, but I'm sure you do a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not even anything to do. It just sounds
No,
like a
there's
chick,
not.
like a high school chick.
Good lord.
What?
That's offensive to
Is it?
high school ladies out there.
Oh, just like
Have you heard
a
them,
young.
though?
What?
Have you heard them though?
High school girls?
Mm-hmm. Not a fan.
No, I don't go near high school girls.
Anymore.
I'm not allowed. He just ruined my joke. You just stood on my
I took
joke.
the joke and I did it.
No good.
I
Yes.
forget. Was it me and you? Who was I with? We're somewhere, and yeah, there was like a table or a couple of younger ladies talking, and
Yeah,
didn't care for it.
it was us.
Oh,
was us.
it was us,
I
right?
can't remember where
I don't
we were, but
remember
it was
where we
us.
were, but didn't care for it.
You know what? You know what? A lot of people do when they do an American accent, and it's usually white people. Nah, I mean, what's up? You know, very like African American vernacular. They try that a lot.
Oh, true.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of
That is very American.
a lot of people from other countries, they definitely try that.
Hmm.
What up, G? What up, dog? Yeah, very terrible.
Very terrible.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Did you really?
Well, I used to listen to rap music when I
Oh,
was like
true.
13. So I used to I remember when I used to write raps when I was like 13. I oh God, I don't want to tell this story, but I'm halfway through it, so I might as well. Okay, consider, right, I was 12, I was 13, I was a fucking idiot. I listened to rap music. I'm a young kid in North Wales. I'm
In a
very
very small town.
I'm very sheltered, a very small town, very I was probably one of
Full of the
four people
full of the
that
whites.
listened to rap in my small town. And of course, when I listened to it, I latched onto the language. So when I started when I started writing raps at a young age, you can imagine the words I used, right? Including words that I shouldn't use as a white gentleman.
Okay.
So I used those words, and I remember about when I was like 14, I went, I shouldn't be using that word. What am I doing? I went back through this is a true story. I went back through all my books that I'd written raps in. I crossed out that word and changed it to homies in every single one that I wrote.
That's interesting that you say that because I went back through all of mine and I changed it
Changed it
from
to the N
homies
word.
to the other
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I hate that. I hate that I used to do that, but I was so young and stupid that I just caught on to that word and I was just like, that's cool. And not until years later, I was just like, hold on, something's wrong here. I am a white gentleman. So yeah, have I been racist in the past? Yes, but kind of juvenilely racist. Kind of dumb. But where were we? What are we talking about? American accents. Okay, let's go back into the film. Jesus.
Right.
How
How do we even? Yeah.
Chow Yun-fat is hired to kill another
Lethal
man,
Weapon.
and he
Right.
has to.
Lethal Weapon.
I was just trying to figure out how we even
Black, white.
Yeah,
how we
no,
even got
no,
to
we're
this
not.
whole
We're not
thing.
going back.
Okay,
We're
sorry.
going forward.
Sorry. Yes.
He's hired to kill a man at a boat show. It's a really elaborate scene, really, really nicely
It is
shot,
actually.
really good. Again, he shoots him in the head and shoots him like 2 other times in the body. Pretty awesome. If you
I was
think
wondering why he did that. Like you got him straight smack
overkill,
down in
John
the
Woo,
middle of his
yes,
dome.
it's overkill.
So why
Because it's
shoot him 2 more times?
glorious. It's glorious and gratuitous and great and amazing. Because every single time he shoots someone, kills them, then shoots them 9 times. For like action fans, it's like, yes, I'm glad you did that. It's good. Or at least that's how I feel. If you think about it too hard, if you don't think about it hard, it's cool as shit. But if you think about it too hard, Chow Yun-fat has the dumbest disguise when he's doing that hit.
Oh, that mustache.
He just has a mustache
That's it.
and grey hair at the sides.
Doesn't he have like a slick suit on or something?
He wears a suit throughout the
He
whole
wears
movie.
suits the whole time.
Hey, if you're a hitman, don't wear a nice suit.
But he's got different hair. He doesn't have his hair slicked back. He has it kind of down. But
That's
he
hardly
looks exactly the
that's
same. But with a
hardly a
mustache.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I was just what is the point of
If you
the
think about it too
mustache?
hard, it's dumb. If you don't, it's like, oh, it's kind of cool. He looks cool.
It's like a Superman thing.
Mhm.
You take your
That's
glasses
true,
off. Who
right?
the hell's that guy?
It's exactly that.
Oh my god.
Then we get I'm not going to say shades of because it came later, but we get an early example of what John Woo does in Face Off, and we get a nice little boat chase.
Yes.
Which is at the end of Face Off, but this film actually doesn't reveal that it's stunt doubles, unlike Face Off. Oof,
Yes, it does.
bit of a diss. This one?
No. I'm
Oh,
talking about
Face Off. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. That they didn't hide that. It's crazy. But Chow Yun-fat somehow gets away, and they don't really explain how he gets away.
Yeah, I
He just
didn't. All of a sudden he's
I know you can't do this in the middle of the ocean, but he just turns a corner.
yeah. All of a sudden he's safe.
You can't. No, he just kind of goes and disappears from the
Yeah.
ocean. It's weird. Then we get another amazing shootout on the beach. Someone has come to kill Chow Yun-fat's character. Who's it?
Right.
Is his name Ah Jong?
Jeff.
Isn't it? I beg your pardon?
Jeff
No.
and mine.
No, he's called Ah Jong in ours.
Yeah.
He's Jeff and mine.
My name's
Really?
Jeff. Oh, okay.
You know what's really funny about that? In the movie, he's uncomfortable about saying it. You were uncomfortable about saying it. Like you didn't know if
Like, my name's Jeff. Dumb.
and his friend's name's Sydney.
What?
Really?
Oh, I can't even remember what his
Um,
buddy's names. What? Begin with a W?
Wop?
No, what?
Wait,
Like
not
one
the
goes
not
on.
the
WAP?
police officer.
No. Oh, okay.
Not the police, right?
Yeah,
That's who we're
police
talking.
officer.
The
What was
other
his
guy.
name?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, neither do I. His name isn't said much, I don't think.
No, I think it was said once maybe.
Sydney and
I-
Jeff, the two of the whitest people
Wow.
you know.
Right.
Jesus. Yeah, someone has been sent to kill Jeff, and we get.
I think we should just call him. Continue.
I'm gonna call him.
Yeah,
Oh, damn right, I'm
yeah,
gonna
for
call
the
him
rest of
Sydney and
the.
Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
So
Okay.
Sydney turns up on the beach as well, and Jeff's he's under gunfire, and he's
Right.
protecting a girl, which, again, we're blending the good with the evil. He does evil
Right.
deeds.
A
but he
girl,
does
a
good
little girl
deeds as well.
gets shot, and Chow Yun Fat tries to save her.
You know what he does? He does dirty deeds done dirt cheap. You know what I'm saying? Dirty
No.
deeds and they're done dirt cheap.
Okay,
AC/DC?
I know the song,
Hate the
but
song.
it took me
I
a
do
while
not.
to get that.
There's no link. I just
Okay, you just want to sing some ACDC.
pretty much.
I do not know that song.
He goes to the hospital,
He takes a little girl to the hospital.
and there's a brilliant moment. There's a brilliant shot in this film. Really, really good shot. Sydney tracks him down to the hospital,
Sorry.
and basically they reveal themselves, and they both point guns at each other. And there's a brilliant shot where the doctors are working on saving the girl's life, and then Sydney's one side and Jeff's the other, and they're both
Yeah.
pointing guns at each other. It's just a really nice shot because it's evil and good, and in the middle is like, maybe I'm digging too deep there.
No?
Something
You're
about life, something about bringing a new, not
It's
new life.
pure good.
Right. Yes, there you go. That's
Untarnished.
So
exactly. The girl is pure good. Is innocence.
right.
Innocence. Neither of them are innocent, and the girl is innocent, and she's
And it's
protecting
between
and
them.
technically, they're not pointing guns at each other. Sydney's pointing a gun at
Right.
Jeff. Jeff has a gun to Sydney's partner.
Mhm.
Has a gun to his head, and he's standing there, and they're kind of in this face off. But what's really happening is Jeff is standing there and watching the doctors work on the little girl, and he basically it appears that she's like her heart is stopped, and they're doing CPR.
They are.
And when they revive her, and she opens her eyes, and he's like, okay.
Have we used this camera at all?
No, I haven't changed it.
Okay.
I haven't changed cameras at all.
Okay, because I've been looking at this camera the whole time,
Oh, have you?
and I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't looking at the wrong camera because I've been doing this one and not.
Do you want
this
me to
one.
move it?
No, I just wondered if you. You don't have to lean up. You're in it anyway. Are you jumping?
Oh, that's
in it?
me.
Oh.
There you go. Now it's
Yeah,
on.
now
the
you're on
table.
it. We just have to remind you guys, we do have 3 cameras. We're trying to be fancy with it.
Just do them really fast.
But
Okay.
there you go.
Bam.
Now it's on me. And Cyrus is in it too.
This is some legit shit over here.
Yeah, we got multiple cameras. We
We
got
have multiple.
doing it-
We just
We don't do it in post. We do it in
Rarely.
real time, baby.
rarely use them.
Which one should I be looking at now?
It's back to
Wide?
the wide. Yeah.
Wide. Back to the wide. This one.
Yes.
What's up?
Professional.
Crack-a-lackin'. Hi there. Yes, he gets out of the hospital. The one thing I like about this film as well is that Jeff has the ability to just disappear. He
Right.
does it quite a lot in the film,
Right.
and I really, really like that. I like that it just like Sydney will see him 1 second, and then he'll just disappear.
I mean, there are very much moments where it's very kind of stylized.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Like especially the moments where he's just kind of hanging out in the background watching Jenny.
Yes.
Sorry. Sydney is his assassin friend.
Sydney is the police officer.
Wait.
Isn't that who we're saying? Yeah, Sydney.
Chow Yun Fat is
Oh,
Jeff.
you're saying
Chow Yun
Sydney.
Fat is Jeff.
You're saying
Sydney
Sydney in
is
your
assassin
is the
homie.
assassin friend.
Oh, it's boss.
Oh,
it's
my
manager.
bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Sydney.
Who's the friend?
Okay.
Who's the
Sydney
cop
is
then?
not
I
the
don't know.
cop.
Oh, you've got me all twisted now. I was calling him Sydney.
Need to get my head
all
together.
Yeah, this is awful. Okay, so we're going to call him Jeff, and we're going to call the cop, or Danny Lee, because we can't remember his name.
Let's call him Daniel.
Sure.
Jeff and Daniel.
Sorry, I'm just going through. So,
Mm.
yeah, by the way, this is a question I had.
Yeah.
When Jeff goes and shoots the guy on the boat, right? What's the handscarf for?
I was wondering about that too. I wonder if
'Cause he
maybe
keeps
just
it
in
there.
person, or not in person, maybe in. You know what? Never mind. That doesn't make any sense. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't get what that was for.
Two possibilities.
Yeah,
The first one is like maybe it helps him shoot, better grip
Yeah.
or something.
see if I put it in my notes.
And then the other one that makes less sense is fingerprints. But he has
But
fingerprints.
they're not
He
on
does
his
it on
finger.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm looking up on Google see if anyone says like anything about his hand scarf. No, it just says I can buy a serial killer scarf on Etsy.
Ew.
I'm not going
Okay.
to jump into that, but
No.
hey.
So so he gets away, and so then it becomes like, why are people trying to kill me? And then so here's my question. Do you remember? Do you remember the reason? The triad are basically trying to kill him. Do you remember
Yeah.
the reason that they give?
Mhm.
What was it?
So the now leader of the triads was originally the guy who hired Chow Yun Fat to kill the guy in the restaurant at the beginning,
Right.
who was his uncle, who was also the head of the triads.
Right.
So he had him killed so he could be the new leader of the triads, and then he wanted to kill Chow Yun Fat because Chow Yun Fat had revealed his identity to Jenny.
See, so here's the thing.
I love
That's what they were. That's what they were saying. But I was just like, he didn't though.
No, he didn't. That's the weird thing. He
Right.
didn't.
So I
Oh,
was
they
just
think
like,
he
what is
did.
he talking about?
Oh yeah, maybe they
Well,
think
yeah.
he did.
What
Well,
are they
hold on.
talking about? Because
So the cop finds out that there's a link between them
right.
because Chow Yun Fat kills the guy in the restaurant, the ladies at the restaurant,
Yeah.
Right.
and then he finds the picture of the lady at Chow Yun Fat's place.
Yeah. But the Triads don't know that.
Well, they're probably like, dude,
Well, they tried to kill him before that, though.
Right. And
maybe
then
they're like, they probably know. They didn't want
But
any
then also,
loose
but I was
ends.
like, they have to like they know that she's blind. Obviously, it's not like she doesn't know who he is. So it's not like she went to the police and like, hey, the guy who shot me has been, coming around. So there's no it just didn't make any sense to me. I didn't see the what's the
I
reveal.
think it's that they thought
But
that
I
he'd
get
revealed who he was to Jenny.
Oh, okay, fine.
You know, it's kind of funny how he saves her in the street, and then he's like, "Hey, let me just pay for your eye operation."
Yeah,
She wasn't like, "Why?"
they move very fast.
They do move very
Let
fast.
me, and also $100,000. That's all it is. All this shit, all this death
For
for $100,000 and some
100 grand.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, eyes are worth
How many people died again?
120.
Was that worth a pair of eyeballs?
Hey, for the lady that he loves,
Can you put a price on a woman seeing you?
Give her your
giving her
eyeballs.
her sight back.
By the way, this
Especially when he's the reason why she doesn't have her sight.
Well, he's the reason why she's kind of alive as well. But then, if he wasn't there in the first place,
Exactly.
yeah,
she
exactly.
wouldn't. She would definitely be alive.
Exactly.
Uh,
And have her sight.
a little interesting fact I just stumbled across was John Woo actually improvised every single one of the action sequences.
Really?
So he didn't plan them beforehand. He just got on set and was just like, okay, this is what I want, and just improvised them on set,
Crazy.
which is fucking nuts.
Crazy.
Because I want,
Probably why it took 3 months or a month for the last scene.
I do want to talk about last scene a little
Yeah,
bit.
how do you do any prep work for that then? Like safety, if you're just gonna show up and
They didn't say, yeah, well, it's Hong Kong cinema. There's no
Okay,
safety. No
fair
such thing
enough,
as safety.
fair enough.
That's crazy. So let me just go to where we are.
There he
Where
is.
he is. Sorry. By the way, the music in this film, is none of it is. I'm going to use a cheesy term, but none of it is pulse pounding. It's very
agree.
mellow throughout, even during gunfights. Very mellow and very calm, and I love that. I love that. It makes it almost have like a noir feel to it, like a very I don't know.
Somber,
Yeah.
mixing the violence with the like non-aggression.
Exactly. I think there's something about soft and hard and death and life and evil and good in this film. I do now want to point out a very funny bit in the film that made me laugh because it's so stupid. After the scene in the hospital, Danny. By the way, how long have we been recording for?
We're at an hour and 13.
Jesus.
Let's wrap that gavel up.
Danny Lee goes to a sketch artist, and he goes, "Okay, I want you to draw this." And the first thing he says, he goes, "He has an air of manliness." How do
Oh
you
yeah.
draw that?
That
Strong
description,
jawline.
that description
And then
of
he
him,
goes-
yeah.
and he goes,
An air of
"He's quite
manliness."
intelligent."
Right.
How do you draw intelligence?
Something like that.
He's just got a
Right.
dictionary in his hand.
Someone says, "Draw the Ultimate Warriors," of you, Devin.
Can I ask a question? Something that I
Is it about Danny Lee's striped suit?
No.
Oh, it's a
Um,
shame.
Looks good though.
It looked at times I was just like, why is he wearing that? And at times I was just like, I'd probably wear that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
During like a lot of the shootouts where bad guys are rolling up in their cars
Mm-hmm.
and how they like roll out of them before they even at times before they even the car stops moving.
Yeah.
Why?
It's great. It's great though. I think you're right. I think
It's so bananas.
but there's
It's
also
like
times where they just do forward rolls.
right, or the car is stopped and they do a forward roll out of it. But then there are times where like they have it that car like skids into frame and kind of turns and the door flies open and bad guys just kind of roll or somersault out of it. Insane.
Great.
I thought it happened like maybe twice,
Oh,
2 or 3 times.
Probably more than that. Yeah,
Right.
2 or 3 probably. Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah.
I got a quick one for you.
Go on.
Hit it.
Totally just in the middle of it.
Right.
all.
Yeah.
Assassin friend comes over to Jeff in the beginning. Goes, "Yo, I got a job for you." Jeff
Mhm.
goes, "This is the last one, buddy."
Right.
And he goes, "All right. How much do you want?" He goes, "This much." And the guy goes, "Phew, "It's a little high, don't you think?" He goes, "This is my last one, dog. I'm out." And he goes, "Money's not an object." I'm like, "What the? What did you do?" I was
He
I
just
really
goes
want
against what you said.
That's a little high. Money's not an object.
Hey, he's trying to bargain initially.
I guess so.
Trying to
Yeah.
bargain, then he
Like
caves
if he
in.
can keep himself from spending that much money, then why not?
That's all I got.
People don't give Chow Yun-fat enough credit. He's a really fucking good actor.
He is.
There's a bit in this film which really got me. So he's holding a gun to his manager, boss's friends, Sydney's. Just holding a gun to him,
Right.
and his hand shaking, and his face is pure anger.
Yep.
And then it changes to like upset and goes back to anger. And his hand shaking the whole time. I was like, fucking hell, that's good acting.
Right. That's because he's found out that his friend kind of
He's
turned
in
against him
leagues with the triads.
with the ones who are trying to kill him.
Yeah, and then we get another fucking amazing shootout. Chow Yun-fat slides back on his chair.
Yep.
Shoots the shit out of them.
Yep.
Lot of shooting through glass in this film.
A lot
A lot of people falling through windows.
Yep.
Falling through tables.
You know what I thought was actually really good? When Cop goes to the girl's house and sees Chow Yun-fat Jeff,
I was just about to
and
get
they're
to this.
both
Oh yeah.
having a
It's so good.
That was very good.
It's so good.
And that's where the nicknames came in. The Runt and Shrimphead at that part.
Mickey and
Because,
and he's like, "Hey, grab his hand here,
right.
not here."
Right, because Jenny is there. It's at Jenny's apartment, and of course she can't see, so she doesn't see that they have guns on each other, and she's just like, "Who's your,
He's
who's
holding the gun
this?"
out, and he lowers it just so she can hug him. Like
Right.
he keeps it on him,
Right.
but like yeah, it's really
Right,
good.
and there's this back and forth where they're trying to basically, keep from her what's really happening.
Yeah, because they're like, by the way, dude, I'm better than you at soccer. He's like, oh yeah, you're better than me? Then why haven't you beaten me yet?
Right.
He's just like, well, I have a better striker than you. He's like, I don't think you've got a better striker than me. I think I'm a better striker.
Right.
It's like, we know what you're talking about. We get it, but she does not.
It's very good.
Yeah, because they're talking about their soccer team friends or soccer.
Yeah, they say
practice
that
friends.
they're old soccer friends or whatever.
Yeah, and it's really good. That whole
It
scene
really
is
is.
really good, and then there's a great escape. It's really really good.
Yeah.
The cop comes through, the chief or whatever comes through the window, and he's like, oh, the garbage man is here. It's great. That
Yeah.
whole scene is great. And then again, Chow Yun-fat manages to disappear,
Right.
appear at the bottom,
Goes from the roof down to the ground in seconds.
and he's aiming at the guy's butt, gonna shoot him. Yeah, great. I love that scene. I think
Yeah, that was
I
good.
think it adds like a.
See, this movie's better than Hard Boiled.
I would agree with you.
There's an understanding between them when they're both.
I
Yeah,
think
oh,
at that point 100%.
Yeah, it's throughout the film. It's gradual, right? Throughout the film, they're slowly blending together and becoming this like the same. But it takes a while. But yeah, you're right. The understanding
and
starts early.
especially in that moment they realize that this woman is innocent and they both are for different purposes trying to protect Jenny.
It's interesting we're doing this movie when we just watched The Cop, The Assassin, and The Devil, whatever it's called.
Because it's
Same shit.
we talked about the same shit.
What
Yeah.
movie are we talking about?
The Korean one.
Oh,
Gangster, the cop,
right,
and the devil.
They both work together to catch the.
right.
Chow Yun-fat decides that he wants to go and kill the triad boss, so he gets himself a cheeky white jeep. which weirdly has
Seems
a
like a terrible vehicle to try to
terrible
kill me.
vehicle, and it has a Camel cigarette sticker on the dashboard, which is really odd.
I didn't see that.
He goes to try and kill the triads. There's a shootout. There's a chase scene, and then, of course, Devon, what did we notice?
What did we notice?
Okay, I'll say. I thought you
I don't
knew.
remember. I'm sorry.
The leader of the triads gets his arm shot off.
Oh, that. So, okay, I don't know. You didn't. Maybe you didn't notice this, Cyrus. So, the guy that he's going after, the guy that he's trying to kill, there's a chase where Chow Fat is shooting at him. The guy gets into the back seat of a car, and there's at one point where Chow Yun Fat shoots at his arm, and basically in that shot, an arm comes off. An arm detaches from from a body.
Comes away from
It
the
comes
shoulder and falls to
away
the
and
ground.
falls to
The
the
bad
ground.
guy, the big
guy.
the big
Right,
bad.
the bad guy. But then in the next shot, it's just he got shot in the arm, and arm is still attached. But we were just like, come on, guys.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
So they did not film that shot for the arm to come off. The squib that was on the dummy was a particularly explosive squib,
Right.
and it was purely an accident that the arm came off.
And he was just like, yeah,
And they just
Right,
didn't
and they just
reshoot
didn't-
it.
yeah,
They were
they
just
just
like, oh yeah, we'll put it in the film. So very odd choice, very strange choice, because something like that, it's so blatant when you watch the
It
film.
really is.
The guy's arm comes off.
Also, in every single movie we've watched so far, 100 plus, this is the most resilient bad guy I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He dies 10 times.
Yeah.
He gets his arm cut off. Now it's
Right?
back.
Shot.
You get shot, he's like,
Shot-
"You're
you
gonna
get
put
the
a big rest."
He gets a shotgun pack
Yeah.
into his belly.
Yeah. Yeah. I was 100% like, how is he not dead?
Also, I don't know if this is a hot take, probably not. Bad villain. Didn't like him at all.
Yeah.
One note, just I am evil. That's it. I'm like, next. I don't even know what your fucking name is. No
Oh, yeah,
backstory.
yeah.
I don't mind
Would
it.
you agree?
I get what you mean. I think you're exactly right. I didn't mind him because I liked him kind of just being this evil guy, but I get what you mean. There's little substance to him.
That's not the focus of the story. It's between them.
Yeah, pretty
Cops.
much. Pretty
So,
much.
yeah.
Then we get to what feels like, in my opinion, the finale of the film, and it's not the finale at all. There's a shootout in a house. Danny Lee and Chow Yun Fat are in the house with Jenny, and all the bad guys roll up and start doing forward rolls out of the cars.
Right.
And they roll up, and there's this massive shootout that definitely feels like the final shootout in the film.
Not though.
And there is a scene in the shootout which I noticed. Danny Lee holds up a gun. He fires one bullet, and two guys die. I loved it. It was great. I was like, well, yeah, why not? Why not? They stood next to each other. So I didn't go through them. They stood next to each other. He fires one bullet, and they both fall back.
There's something very cool about that could be explored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
No, they could like ricochet from one into the other or something.
Or
Yeah.
maybe there's like a mutant
Bullet
that can
splits.
like when they use a gun, they can do certain things.
Oh, that's cool.
I like the idea of just one shot and different things.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, maybe like in Wanted 2, like she can curve the bullets. Maybe yeah, they have like people with superpowers that can. That'd be really cool.
Like one bullet will give you like diarrhea.
Yeah, or like as the bullet comes out the gun and hits someone, you can teleport it to somewhere else, so it goes through another person.
Interesting.
Right? At the last minute, you can like teleport it, but it still has the same momentum.
But it's weird because are we going magic or are we going science?
Oh, if it's science, that doesn't work. But if we're going magic, we have to.
But if it's magic, why would you use a gun?
Exactly.
Magic somebody.
Exactly.
Right? So I don't know where to
It's
go.
magic though.
Why does Bishop use a gun in X-Men?
He channels energy, magic energy into it. It's a special gun.
That's true. Deadpool uses guns because he has to. Punisher uses guns because he has to.
Because he likes to.
Oh, he definitely likes to.
He likes the old guns.
The stabbing at the end of the film was actually the only scene cut from the UK version. They
Really?
said you can shoot all the people you want, you can't stab them.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that was actually cut.
'Cause I mean, I think I know why.
Go on.
Because people get stabbed in
Yep.
the UK
Right.
and they don't get
Right.
shot.
Yep, exactly.
True. Very true.
Now, if there were nunchucks, that would also be cut.
Certainly would. But before a certain year, they would be cut. I don't know what year they stopped cutting nunchucks out of UK films. I can assure you that they're in John Wick 4 in the UK. There's a very, very interesting bit that's like a contrast to. I don't know why they included this. I think it's very strange. At the beginning of the film, Danny Lee is in a car with another cop, and the cop goes, "You look nothing like a cop." No, he says, you look exactly like a cop.
Oh,
He's like,
right.
you look exactly like a cop. He's like, smile for me. And he smiles for him. He's like, yeah, you look just like a cop. Then at the end of the film, towards the end of the film, Chow Yun-fat goes, you know what? You look nothing like a cop. I thought that was really interesting. Is that Chow Yun-fat seeing him? Like, properly seeing him for who he
Or
is?
maybe it's simply by that point, obviously the cop has gone through a transition.
That's it. Nope.
That's
You
what
did it.
yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
I would say, yeah, who the cop was at the beginning of the
Yes.
film is very different than
Yep,
what he was
you've got it.
towards the end.
You've got it.
Oh, this is how I took it.
Mhm.
In the beginning, the guy goes, "Dude, you look just like a cop."
Yeah.
What I heard was like, "Dude, you're undercover, but you look like a cop. What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
But at the end, Chow Yun-fat goes, yeah, you've looked nothing like a cop.
Okay, well that would make sense.
Yeah, so he's become again the killer, the closer to Chow Yun-fat.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
You know, it's kind of cool though, as well. Like the main characters, Chow Yun-fat, the cop, and the assassin buddy.
Mhm.
They all seem to have this like sixth sense
Mhm.
that whenever they're around each other, they like feel each other.
Oh,
and
yeah.
almost like connect. You know, when he walks through the door, he's like, "There's another person like
yeah,
me
yeah,
here."
it's great. It's great.
So I think they can like shining each other.
Yeah. Also, Chow Yun-fat can sense bad guys as well.
Absolutely.
He'll be sat down and he'll be like, "Oh wait," and just holds a gun to like a window and just shoot through it, kill
Oh, yeah,
someone.
100%.
It's great. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Chow Yun-fat's friend, Chow Yun-fat needs the money. He wants to go away with his girl to America and fix her eyes.
Right.
Chow Yun-fat's friend goes, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go and get your cash." He goes to the triad boss. He gets in a big scrap with him. He takes the money. Goes
Fucking
to
Sydney, dude.
they meet-
Redemption. What a goddamn
Yeah,
G.
that's
right. So,
right.
yeah, so Sydney, so before that, Sydney goes to the Chow Yun-fat and we're like, look, I'm still your friend. I'm going to, I'm going to redeem myself, basically, for betraying you to the triad. Yeah.
Chow Yun-fat goes, "On your bike, mate."
Yeah. Then we get them in the church, and
Right.
the church is where it all goes down, baby boy.
Yes.
In my opinion, you can argue this with me all you want. I will stay with this statement. The shootout in the church in The Killer is the greatest shootout of all time in any film. There is no better shootout than the shootout in the church in The Killer.
Really?
None.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
Because it's fucking glorious. Hey, everyone. Guess what?
What?
I don't know. Something weird just happened.
What happened?
I can't explain it. Some medical ailment occurred to you.
To me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
You've grown a cloth-like foreskin over your head.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yes. Guys, we had some technical issues. My mistake. It was my fault. We literally ran out of room on our laptop that we're recording on because I had not removed certain files. I had not removed Cyrus's porn collection from my laptop,
Fast.
which is
Very vast.
18 terabytes.
All kinds of things.
18 terabytes of the filthiest smut you've ever done saw.
Some of it is just older women drawing. But it's all about perspective.
Can no.
Take it away. Take it away.
No, I've got something to say about you, but it's an awkward question. I don't want to put you on the spot
Oh, whatever.
because I could edit it out if I asked you a question.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's gonna be bad. He's setting me
I
up.
just want to remind you, we still have to finish the episode, and we
It's
have
about
questions.
older women, isn't it?
And we have
Yeah.
viewer questions. Or
What's
listener
nothing wrong with an
questions.
older lady?
I'll get to it later. Okay, what we were talking about earlier is that there's some great Hong Kong stunts in this finale. Lots of bumping, crazy jumps off things. But I also wanted to bring up the point. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
You just
Look
shake.
at that.
Oh, good God! I did want to bring up the question.
I shaved my belly. Remember that?
You did? Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
There's a weird
Wait,
stripe.
can he tell you about it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell Devan why.
Okay, I won't.
We'll tell her later. You were shaking your head when I said this is the best shootout. Name a better shootout.
Neo when he comes into the building with Trinity. I will not budge.
I will tell you politely to get the fuck out. You are wrong.
I will remind you. I will remind you politely. You're in Casa de Cyrus.
I
Okay,
will.
you know what I'm saying?
I will remind you that I'm your boss.
I'll remind you.
There's no way that's better than this.
I'm trying to
Not a
think
chance.
of. I don't think I agree with you. However, I would
talking
need some
about?
time to
It's some time to
review.
rethink yourself.
review and
Go
what
find
I
your
would say
soul.
what a better one would be. But I don't think I wouldn't
No.
categorize this as the best.
A lot of people say the greatest shootout of all time is the hospital scene in Hard Boiled. and I think this is better than the hospital scene in
I
Hard
don't.
What's
Boiled.
great about
think
it?
the
It's just a
hospital's better?
lot of
That's
it's
in
a
my head
lot of
forever.
guns. It's a lot of shoot 'em up. What's great about it?
You are fucking mental. How do you not watch this and go, this is incredible? The guy that gets shot in his knees, then shot in the fucking neck,
Okay, fair.
and it blooms on his chest. Oh my god, it's so good. And the Hong Kong stunt scenes that happen, like the falls, the guy that falls on the candles, like that guy could get set on fire at any
Okay.
moment. The shotgun, like when they shoot a shotgun, it isn't just someone gets hit. It's
Oh, is it when that guy like went through the wall?
yeah, and also the fucking environment around them
Crumbles,
explodes.
yeah.
It's oh my god, this shootout's incredible. Not only that, the setting of the church. Mwah, yes, please. Yama 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 yama.
Fine. I still don't know if I would say it's the best.
Agree or disagree?
You're a left tit.
You're
a right
wrong.
tit. Pair of tits. Pair of big old tits over here.
The woman walks up behind the guy, kicks a shotgun out of his hands,
Turns it
cocks
around.
it, and shoots him in the back, Sean.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
And then she runs up a wall and goes behind a column. And then Neo does a cartwheel, picks up a machine, fucking M16, and goes, not that one. And he goes, brr, 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 and then he goes, I don't need guns. And he climbs a man's body with his feet and kicks him in the head and kills him.
No. Nope.
I'm passionate.
Nope. It's not. We can do that for fight bites if you want. We can debate it.
It's perfect.
No, not.
And then the scene ends, everything's fine. And then that little, like, whoosh falls off the column.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Guys, viewers,
Come on.
listeners.
Do I need to?
Do I need to put this as a poll on Instagram? I will put it on a
Watch
poll on
both of them.
Instagram.
And be honest. And you
Yeah,
can
be
be honest
honest.
about the correct one.
You have
which
to be
is
honest.
one of them.
Which is the best shootout scene or action scene? The finale in the church in The Killer, or the big shootout in the lobby of the building in The Matrix? I think that's a fine thing to ask.
Yeah.
I think so.
Which do you think is better out of those two?
It's been a while since I've seen the
Well,
scene
Wait,
from the Matrix,
Should
so
we
I
not?
have to.
Should we not let hear her answer to sway people's opinions?
I mean, I don't have an answer because I'd have to watch that scene
Okay.
again.
well,
Matrix.
we'll have you watch it again, and then you can.
Because it's
decide.
been a while.
Uh, been a while.
I need to refresh my memory.
No, this is a great shootout of all time. Better than anything. Better than any Michael Bay film.
Well, yeah.
Better than which Michael Bay shootout's better than this?
No, I just said Michael Bay movies are ass salad. All I was thinking about was stupid ass Transformers.
I guess I mean, he does action. He does big set pieces.
Michael
very
Bay's
well.
incredible.
Right,
Michael
but
Bay's incredible.
but does he do?
There's some great shootouts
Does
in The
he
Rock.
have some good shootouts.
There's some great shootouts in Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2.
Because honestly, yeah, I was thinking about Bad Boys, and I was trying to think of a particular scene.
The action in 13 Hours is incredible.
Yes.
But no, doesn't touch this. No, man. No.
Okay,
That's the end of
moving
the
on.
podcast.
No, that not this podcast.
The podcast. We're done. We're
All
done.
of it.
I can't move forward from this point. I understand, obviously, it's subjective, and I know a lot of people think that there's actually better shootouts in Hong Kong cinema than this. But for me, I will not say it's the best shootout ever. I will say it's my favorite shootout ever. There, I'll say it.
All right.
So a lot of people might not say it's the best. I will say it's my favorite because it's my favorite because of where it is, where it's set, the stunts. I love the fact that there's so many people in white getting shot, so the blood turns up or shows up a lot better. Yeah, I love it.
A gentleman compromises.
Yes.
So I'm gonna compromise and say that mine's the best.
Okay. I just compromised by saying I think it's my favorite.
You
You did.
It's your
I
favorite.
think
You even
it's my
took it down a
favorite.
notch.
No, sorry.
The
yes,
best.
Yes.
It's my favorite.
It-
I think it's my
It
favorite.
is my favorite. I'm standing by that. It is my favorite, but I'm happy to say that technically and aesthetically, it may not be the single greatest of all time, though it is. Yeah, and it's just an absolute fucking chaotic shootout. And then we get outside, and the sad thing happens. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit because we're trying to near the end.
Yeah.
And that is Chow Yun-fat gets shot in the eyes.
He's blinded
Yeah.
by the light,
By the way,
wrapped up like a deuce in the middle of the night.
if you get shot in the eyes, by the way, it probably goes into your brain and kills you. You can't just get shot in
So
the eyes.
here was my
Perfectly shot in
thing.
both eyes.
That's what I was wondering. I was just like, how exactly did he get shot in the eyes?
That was silly.
Because he got shot up.
Yeah.
But I was unclear as to how his eyes got damaged.
He got shot in the
I was
eyes.
confused by that. Oh, but before that, he was telling police officer guy that if he gets killed, to
Yeah,
make sure
it's super fucked
his
up.
corneas get to
Super fucked
go
up.
to Jenny so she can see again, and then
How dark is that?
yeah, and then this was the saddest thing. I was like, oh my god. So basically everyone's dead. Chow Yun Fat is he's been shot in the chest a couple
Yeah,
times,
yeah,
shot
it's
in the
so dark.
eyes, and then Jenny, she's on the ground, she can't see, and they're just calling each other's names and crawling to each other, and but they're because they neither one of them can see, they just kind of crawl past each
They're like
other.
blind ships in the
Right.
night.
And I was just like, oh, look at these poor sad sacks just on the ground crawling, trying to find each other
No
and missing
lighthouse.
each other. And
Yep.
Chow Yun Fat dies
Yeah. So
on
not
the
only
ground
do they
trying
not,
to reach Jenny. And they're so close to each other too.
And
they
he goes,
don't get to say goodbye to each other, and Chow Yun Fat dies and cannot give his corneas to him because
Yep.
his eyes are shot.
Right.
So very sad ending, very dark ending.
Oh, and then and the police officer shoots that bad guy.
Yeah.
In cold blood. Yeah. Police are there, they're about to arrest him. He's saying, arrest me, I give up, I give up. And
Daniel Lee,
just pops him
he
in the
becomes
chest.
the killer.
Indeed he does.
And thus is the end of the killer.
The end.
I have a question
Finn.
for both of you,
Mm.
and then we'll get into listener questions. But I had this question from the beginning. I'm going to say a few things, actually. Firstly, I'm going to say Keanu Reeves was originally asked to be in the remake of this film.
Okay.
I don't know who the other person would be. They just wanted to hire Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
And then famously last year, only last year, John Woo announced that he is remaking The Killer, and he wanted to cast, or did cast, Lupita Nyong'o in the lead role, and it was going to be an all-lady version of The Killer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has since backed out, and I think he's hired someone else, but I can't remember who it is.
But it's still a lady one.
No, it's not a lady one
Oh,
anymore.
no longer
It's
a lady
It's
one
gone
anymore.
back to
A gent.
the old males.
Okay.
I'm going to find out who it is, but I'm going to ask you this question, okay?
Mm.
When it comes to action, when it comes to action, what is better? Shootouts or hand-to-hand?
They're very different, though. I like a good mix of both, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, do you now?
I do.
Well, la-di-da. You don't have a favorite then? You don't prefer one or the other? You don't go like, I like shootouts, but I'd like to see some serious shapes right now.
I don't know. Yeah, I like a nice healthy mix of both, just to kind of to mix things up a bit.
That's very on the fence.
I don't think so. I
I
mean,
mean, if that's the answer.
yeah.
Oh, if you have to choose, though, I guess.
No, it's fine. I'm not going to make you.
Yeah, are you trying to make me choose? What's wrong with saying both? They're both great. I think gives a nice variety, a nice mix, a nice, you could get some fisticuffs, you can get some good fighting, and then also some gunplay in there. I like having both in an action movie.
Okay, that's fine.
You leave me be. My answer is valid.
Your answer is valid, absolutely. I hope to get a specific answer from you that was either or. Fine, fuck you. Cyrus, you got an answer.
Pugilism.
You like the fisty.
I like some hand to hand.
Oh, there is a woman that's going to be in the remake. Natalie Emmanuel is going to be in the remake.
Oh, from Fast and Furious
Yeah, but I think she's
and
going to be the blind girl.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think she's going to be the blind girl.
Okay.
There's the French actor that I can't remember.
Gerard Depardieu.
No, it's the guy from you remember that sorry, that didn't click in my head. Do you remember the film Kevin Hart remade it about the guy who looks after the guy in a wheelchair?
Bryan Cranston.
Oh yeah.
Bryan Cranston is the guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston and what's his name? Keith Sweat. What did I
Kevin
say?
Hart.
Kevin
Hart.
That's right.
Sweat.
Well, in the original, the French version, the actor in that, not the one in the wheelchair, the other one, he's going to be in The Killer as well.
Okay.
Yes, I can't remember his name. So you like the fisticuffs?
Oh yeah.
All right. Me, I go between them because when I watch a gunfight film, I'm always like, oh, I do like a good shootout. And of course, when I watch a fisticuff film, I go, I love fisticuffs. But at the end of the day, I'm a shapes guy at heart, so I think it's kung fu for me. I think fisticuffs are good when they're good, when they're done right. I think they're the best. But a good shootout, I feel it like in this area. in kind of in and around
Mhm.
my plums,
Hmm.
but not quite.
That's where your plums are.
kind of around. I say,
Oh, you're a little high though. I thought.
Oh, am I? Am I? Okay.
Yeah.
I ingested mine at a young age.
Have you ever sat on yours?
Of course I have. Every
Yeah.
man sat on his plums.
Just a couple times though. Really.
Yeah.
I laugh
not
through the
regular.
pain.
Yeah, it's I just sat on them.
Yeah, and you have to announce it.
Yeah, you have to tell someone.
You have to tell
You
someone. I call
never
my mom.
announced that to me. I don't recall
never
you.
said I sat on my-
I don't recall you ever saying.
I sometimes like hit myself or flick myself or do something, and I'll tell
Right.
I'll tell her. Yeah, stupid. I'm gonna get rid of mine.
Also, this isn't a hot take. No, it's not a hot take. So I feel like as dudes, we're very
Mm-hmm.
conscientious about our area because it's like danger zone.
Mhm.
So if it's like automatic. You just go, no,
Mhm.
don't.
It's a fight or flight.
But I don't think ladies have that. So when
Oh,
they're in
yeah.
that area, they're just clanging,
Because,
banging, you
yeah.
might get an elbow or a wrist or something.
Your stuff dangles out in front of you. So yeah, of course you would be.
Yeah.
You
Go up,
think we'd have
careful.
some protection, but the thing that's on top of it is just like
Some
So-
sort of like
someone- it's an
anatomical
ascot.
protection.
it's just like
Someone said in a podcast I can say actually, and it's funny enough, you just said exactly the same thing Carl Pilkington once said.
Hmm.
He said he wants protection, and then Ricky Gervais said, "What about like a small rib cage around your balls?"
yeah, it's great
Gross.
and weird. Rib cage, great. It's for your heart and your thoracic.
Protects your
right?
organs.
Right?
Yes.
Your heart isn't here. I pledge allegiance to these nuts. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's right here, and you have this big plate
Mhm.
where all your ribs connect, right?
Yeah.
And then all your guts are like, "Come on, baby."
Yeah.
It's like, why can't
True.
we have a nice little,
In the future, we
like a
will.
little nut
When
shell
we're
around
all
our
half
nuts?
cyborg. They'll be
Well,
making.
your ribs. Well, I guess not. Your ribs don't protect all of them. No. Okay.
No,
Never
Your liver
mind.
will have a tough time.
Yeah. True.
Get destroyed with a liver punch. Anyway, enough bollock talk.
Mhm.
Rama asks,
Rama.
best and favorite performance by a child actor that you've seen. Best I've seen is Haley Steinfeld in True Grit, and favorite is Chloe Grace Moretz in Kick-Ass.
I know yours.
Yeah, I think I know yours.
Go on
I
then.
know yours. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Just say it, and then I'll say I know
Mine or Sean's?
yours.
I want both of you to say mine first.
Oh, I don't know what mine is yet.
What's mine?
Padme, little girl in the professional.
Yeah, Natalie Portman in The Professional.
No. Mine
Shocking.
is.
Kevin from Home Alone.
Rama mentioned that one as well, but no. Mine is.
So it is that.
It is
No,
that. It is.
Not
It is
at
that.
all.
All right. How about
You
let's
are
do it. It's
both
up
wrong.
to
Mine
you.
is Short Round from Indiana Jones.
Dr. Jones.
So
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Dr.
Natalie
Jones.
Portman would easily be my favorite. from
Absolutely.
Professional.
Short Round is
100%.
flames in that though,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, he's great now. Did you see him when he met fucking Joe Biden? He's going nuts. He's going, oh, Joe Biden. He's running around like a fucking psychopath. And Joe Biden just goes, who is this? He has no idea who he is.
That's okay.
Short Round.
I think Kevin or Macaulay Culkin
Yeah,
from
he's
Home Alone is a great shout.
Natch.
Yeah.
He's a natch.
It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Natalie Portman.
Natalie
yeah,
Portman.
She was really good.
is Flames, even though that film gets a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is my husband. You are 7. I don't know how you.
Yeah,
9?
but then he gets a bit odd as well. You know,
Mhm.
he kind of falls in love with her a little bit, and it's weird.
Hmm.
Some might say it's platonic, but some people argue that the film's a bit noncy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I still love it. I don't think Leon's a pedophile. I think he just has a fatherly, tender love for the girl. And that's all I'll say.
That's
to-
all-
about that.
that's
I don't
all
wanna
you're
get-
gonna
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
And she's confused a little,
She has a
maybe.
crush on him. She has a
Yeah, yeah,
lovely
yeah.
Right, right.
childlike crush on him. She's just too mature for her age, so she's like, "I want to fuck you," but she doesn't know what she says. She doesn't say that.
I
in the
don't-
film.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
doesn't say that in the film. But she doesn't.
Plus, yeah, I mean,
know.
also, yeah, her family life, like up until that, but yeah,
Exactly.
her life has been.
She
a
catches her
shit
dad
show.
having sex with her mum in the bathroom right at the beginning.
Yeah.
She's too mature for her age, so she
Right,
doesn't
and then
know.
she sees, them all get murdered. Yeah.
This is completely random.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do once before I die?
Mhm.
Is cock a shotgun with one hand.
Yeah, buddy.
Because I just remember the bad guy does that.
Before he shoots the girl in the bath.
Okay, just. That's so cool.
Cyrus, what's your answer?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying
really
to
don't
think too. I
know.
mean, yeah, Natalie Portman is fantastic. I'm trying to think of movies with children in them to where I thought they
Anakin
did
Skywalker.
fantastic.
Oh,
Oh, that little kid?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oscar.
Haley Joel Osment in Sixth Sense is
That's-
pretty
Oh,
good.
That was
that's
the first thing
good.
that came
People
to
say
my
he
mind.
overreacts or overacts, but he's great in that.
No, that's good. That's good.
I've never seen that. I'm not even
Sixth
kidding.
Sense?
I know all about it.
Of course. You can't watch it now because you
Right.
know everything. The little kid in a film called Mercury Rising is really good. It's a Bruce Willis film called Mercury Rising. And there's a kid, and he plays a kid with autism, and he actually does a really good job. Trying to think.
That's so hard. Damn.
I
Yeah.
can't think of any child roles now. I'm thinking of just.
And they're
shitty
never the main
roles.
character.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like fucking Christina Ricci and Casper. That's not great. Because what you want to do is take a film that has, like, I tell you what, the kid. I think he was in Stuart Little. You know the boy with specs from that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan
yeah.
Jonathan Lipnicki.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't he
Maguire.
great in like an earlier film? Isn't he like a precocious child in that in Jerry Maguire?
No.
Oh, is he not?
He's good in Jerry.
No, he's not
fun.
precocious. He's kind of
Just cute.
very cute.
he's
I thought, if anything, it's kind of the other way.
Oh, I thought he was like a shit talker. In
He's
that.
just like, I love you, Jerry.
Oh, okay.
And Jerry's like, all right.
He's a dickhead. Yeah, I've never seen Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Creep is very good. Very good.
Jerry Maguire's good.
Really?
All characters.
Do you know what? I'll even go
Watch
one
that
step
shit.
further. I don't know what Jerry Maguire's about.
It's simple. A guy, he's a football agent. That's it.
And
No, he's a,
Gooding
he's
Jr.
a he's
he
a
falls in
sports
love
agent.
with
Yeah.
Renee Zellweger.
That's right.
Okay.
But the way they fall in love is very realistic.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of any good child roles for
Show me
some
the money.
bizarre reason.
Show me the money.
Jumanji, has that got good kids in it? No.
Kristen.
Moonlight? There's a kid. The
Moonlight?
yeah,
What's Moonlight?
you know Moonlight.
Oh, Moonlight, that fucking film. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Bruce Willis show.
No.
Oh. Yes, I don't remember. Oh, the gay kid in that.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just great in that.
All the kids from Willy Wonka.
Charlie Chaplin. Yeah,
Watch the end.
yeah. Watch it. The bloopers coming up. Yeah.
That's really
I
hard.
can't think of
That's
any-
yeah. We need more time to figure that out. But
Yeah.
but Natalie Portman is the first choice.
All I'm thinking about is Harry Potter now.
Oh, Harry Potter's a good call though. There's some great performances in that.
Yeah.
Nothing stellar though, I suppose.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like superhero movies with kids in. Spy Kids.
People lost their minds for that shit.
I've never seen Spy Kids. Any of them.
Yeah,
Never
not
seen
supposed
them.
to.
Yeah.
Because you're an adult, man.
Yeah. Sorry, Rama. We don't have great answers, but
Sorry, that's
Natalie
good. Great question. though.
Natalie Portman's the right answer.
Yeah, basically.
It is a great question. Comic Handlinks says, guys, do you have any irrational fears? For example, every time I go out somewhere in public, I'm always scared that I'm going to need a bathroom and not be able to find one.
Excellent.
Great irrational.
Me
fear.
too. I get her done before I leave. It's so much like that my body, without me knowing, goes go to the bathroom.
I have one that's very, very similar to that I have never spoken about. But right, so ever since I started losing weight, I've started drinking more in general.
Water.
I tend to try and drink more water, but I've also been drinking recently a lot more coffee. And I've just been drinking more, and I have more fluids in my body. When I go to bed now, I always think at some point I'm going to piss the bed. I always think I'm going to piss the bed. Yeah. Because nowadays what I do is I wake up at like 5 a.m. every morning, if not earlier now, to take a pee. So I never used to do that. I used to sleep through the night and not wake up once to go to the bathroom. But now I wake up, and when I wake up at like 4 or 5, I am in desperate need of the bathroom. Like I'm close to peeing. And sometimes when I go to sleep, I'm like, tonight's the night. Tonight's the night where I don't wake up and I pee the bed.
Oh dear.
I hope you wake up.
Yeah. Me too. Are you kidding?
I kind of hope that I do it one day. No.
No.
No, I really, and that is a fear of mine that I will pee the bed. I've also got countless others as well.
Oh well, sure. I have some too. Before my trip to Puerto Rico, it was one of my. It was very small, but I was just like, I hope I don't get kidnapped.
Devan thought she was going to get
That's not
kidnapped.
irrational. I mean,
I mean, kind
In
of.
Puerto Rico, it is. If you're going to a shady place in Mexico where
Yeah, I know.
cartels are, maybe, but not in Puerto Rico.
There was another one, but forgot. Go ahead, Cyrus.
Oh, y'all know mine.
That people are talking about you behind your back.
No. Now it is.
I
You
know,
creep.
That's why I said it.
Fucking germs, man. All my stupid germ things.
Germs, yeah, I guess that's irrational.
Incredibly irrational. I don't touch my own doorknobs. Like
You're also very concerned about what people think of you. I know you don't think they're talking behind your back, but you worry about what people think of you, right?
not to that extent that it would be on the list.
I have like 10 more I can go through.
3 hours later.
All right, questions from Martial Arts Film Freak. Sean, if you could fill a Power Ranger team with 5 martial arts stars from any era, who would you choose? Who would be the leader? Who would you cast as the team's mentor? And who would play the evil ranger that would inevitably join the team
Ooh.
after kicking their asses a few times?
I like that question.
I am going to switch things up. I'm going to do something
shit.
that they've never done
Uh-oh.
Oh,
in
shit.
Power Rangers history, but I think would be super, super nice. I'm going to pick a Power Ranger with an unusual body type. No, I'm not going to go for Sammo
Okay.
Hung.
Okay.
I'm going for Don motherfucking Lee.
Who's
I'm-
Don Lee?
Korean guy, gangster movie.
From the Roundup.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe not the greatest martial artist in the world, but when he punches people,
He's slow to get to you, and then that's it.
once he does,
Once he
your
gets
your
to
dog-
you,
He's gonna put you in a fucking punching bag.
He'll punch
Absolutely.
you. He'll hit you with the hands. He'll hit you with a good
he'll
slap.
slap the shit out of you.
Break your nose with the slap.
So Don Lee is a Red Ranger, right?
Oh, he's the leader then?
Yes. Don
No, I
Lee's
don't.
the leader.
I don't know. I know it's your answer, but
We watched a film recently with him in the Roundup, the one that we oh no, was that the Roundup?
Yeah.
And he was a great leader in that. He was a great like team leader in
I
that.
think so.
I think he's just great. I think he's wonderful, and I'd like to see him in the lead because he's got a different body type. I'd like to see him in a Power Rangers outfit that kind of makes him look fantastic. I just love the idea of Don Lee in a Power Ranger, just punching through putties.
with him in that one, that spandex thingy.
Maybe not that, but yeah, I still love to see a bulky, strong Power Ranger.
Okay.
Then we've got Yun Biao. Yun Biao is the complete opposite, right? And I'm going for a 1980s Yun Biao if I can. 1980s Yun Biao. He's flipping. He's tricking. He's kicking. He's doing all this shit.
What color ranger is he?
That's a good question. I think with Yun Biao,
Blue.
I'm going for, that's what the color I was going for. I'm going for the Blue Ranger.
That's right.
So I've got my red, I got my blue. Different contrasting styles. Good stuff. Then I'm going to throw in a lady.
Yeah,
Right.
very nice.
As the Pink Ranger, no, as the Yellow Ranger, I'm throwing in Luja Zhang. Look her up. She's dope. We haven't watched a film with her in. Luja Zhang. Have we watched a film with Luja Zhang in? We have. I don't
Have
know if
we?
you remember it. We watched a war film that was like set in the desert, Operation Red Sea. You remember that film that we
No.
watched a while ago?
No.
And there was a sniper bit, and the young sniper, who's a young boy, and there was the girl in it with the shaved head that used a rocket launcher at the end.
No.
Why don't you remember any film we watched? Very frustrating. Okay, well, she's in that. We haven't watched any films with her in for the podcast. Her best film is Bad Blood, and we haven't done Bad Blood yet. Anyway, she would be the Yellow Ranger. Pink Ranger, bit more difficult. I want to go for someone young,
Lady?
a lady. I'm going for the obvious choice.
Lady. in
Give me
pink.
a 1980s Cynthia Rothrock. Cynthia Rothrock's in there. She's the eye candy of the bunch, right? A young Cynthia Rothrock.
Is she a Pink Ranger?
I think so.
Okay.
Who have you got as a Pink Ranger?
I don't know. Oh, actually, yes, I do.
Go on.
Joyce Cadenzi.
Yeah, not bad. Cynthia Rothrock's better. You haven't. She didn't watch the film. That was me and you.
Was that me
Nope, can't remember.
Joyce Credenza?
and you? What was the name of it again? The
She
movie?
shoots straight. Did you watch that one?
She shoots
Right.
No, I don't think I
Oh
did.
no, you did watch it. Remember where her husband was a police officer and his sisters were police officers.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
And
main-
he
the
tried to
main heroine.
sneakily impregnate her.
The main
Yeah.
heroine in that. is
Yeah.
Joyce
Oh,
Cadenzi.
yeah.
Sam
She's a
Hunt's wife.
piece. She's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, technically, actually, I want to change up. I don't want Lu Zhang. I forget her. Don't want her.
Okay.
Scrap it. I'm keeping Cynthia Rothrock.
Fucking Crouching Tiger, Hidden
The
Dragon. up in there.
1980s Cynthia Rothrock, but for the Yellow Ranger, Moon Lee. Moon Lee. Get me Moon Lee.
Okay.
I'm tempted to switch the Pink Ranger to Yukari Oshima just so I can have Yukari Oshima and Moon Lee, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep Cynthia Rothrock. You know, she's a high candy.
She's also the muscle.
She's the muscle. She's the
She is the muscle.
blonde. She's the, you know, I think we got to have a white girl in there. I think that works. So now we got to do the Green
Green.
Ranger. Green Ranger is a tricky
Oh
one.
no, wait. Black Ranger as well.
Black Ranger. Now I think that has to
And so
traditionally
the black
be a black
yeah,
gentleman.
and the Green Ranger.
Michael Jai White.
Yeah, I mean,
Michael Jai White is a good one.
Too big, huh?
Yeah, a little too big.
We already got the big guy.
yeah.
We got the buff
God.
chick.
Ideally, for my Black Ranger, I would choose a black gentleman, but I would choose, and no one, I hope everyone knows who I'm talking about. I choose Carl Scott, who is the black guy that used to appear in all the Billy Chong films. I think he's in, can't remember which ones. I think he's in, no, he's not in Superpower. Maybe he is. He's in Superpower or Crystal Fist. Anyway, he's a classic guy from the Shapes era, and he's like the only black guy that would pop up and do shapes in Kung Fu films.
Okay.
He was incredible. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. I choose him because it's either him or Michael Jai White. I hate to say it. I can't really think.
Or Mr. Handman.
You've nailed it. I'm changing my choice.
Who?
Jim Kelly.
Oh,
Jim Kelly as the. Oh, that's a.
Afro Man.
Mwah, that's beautiful. Afro Man. Yes,
Got it.
yes. The singer Afro Man. Jim Kelly as the Black Ranger, but he keeps the afro.
Of course.
But every time he takes the helmet off, it's back.
Of
But when he
course.
puts it on, it disappears.
Of course.
Beautiful. Jim Kelly, fantastic. Love it. Green Ranger, going to have to someone who's kind of starts off evil, then gets good.
Right.
I'm throwing in, yes, I am. I'm throwing in a younger Jet Li. I'm throwing in 1990s Jet Li, because I think he did evil, good, and Lethal Weapon, and then he switches to good, and Jet Li does good,
True.
good.
True.
So Jet Li is going to be your Green Ranger. I've got a nice eclectic team there.
You do.
Oh, sorry, not eclectic, a variety.
And I like
Very
that the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger have a thing, right?
Yes.
And I like that the Red Ranger is the leader and a big dude, and the Green Ranger is a little tiny
Yes, Jet Li comes in.
wild man.
Shakes up the shop. Oh, and the bad guy? I don't know who the bad guy would be. I can't even think who'd be a major bad guy.
Sammo Hung.
No.
I like him too much.
Sammo Hung would be no. The bad guy would be like Dick Wei or Billy Chow, I think.
Kwang Zhang Li.
Oh, what?
Huang Zhang Li would be the bad guy, and then Billy Chow and Dick Wei would be his henchmen.
I was gonna say, I don't remember his name, but guy from Shaolin,
Andy Lau or Nicholas Che
Andy Lau.
as the bad guy?
Yes.
That's not a bad choice. Nicholas Che would be good as the bad guy because Nicholas
Which one?
Che
Who's
played
he?
the bad guy in Shaolin.
Oh, okay.
He also played the bad guy in that Raging Fire film, the one with Donnie Yen in.
Oh,
If
okay.
it were a comedy, with comedy undertones or whatever, the guy from Kung Fu Hustle would be a good bad guy. The main character.
Stephen Chow. Yeah. I just ordered a bunch of Stephen Chow films. I'm looking forward to watching them.
How's the Kung Fu Soccer?
Shaolin Soccer?
Yeah.
I've got to watch it again. I didn't like it when I was young, but everyone says it's amazing, so I need to watch it. I don't really want to do it for the podcast because we hated Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah. We didn't hate it. It just wasn't as good as I
It
thought.
wasn't
I
as good.
didn't.
Yeah.
didn't
I thought
care
it was
for
like perfect.
Yeah. It didn't hold up.
I didn't care for it.
Although I love Journey to the West. Stephen Chow's Journey to the West. That's really good. Martial Arts Film Freak might be going to Puerto Rico in February to meet some of the family.
Nice.
She basically said at the beginning of the episode how she enjoyed it, so
I
good stuff.
did.
Cyrus, would you rather be an MMA fighter or a pro wrestler?
Whoa. A pro wrestler, easy.
Yeah. much
Easy,
more
guys.
fun.
Come on.
So much more
You
fun.
me on the mic, some of this?
So much more fun.
Not actually getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Not actually having to train like crazy. Just a little bit of steroids. Just go to the gym, get these.
What style of wrestler would you be? Would you be a high flyer or would you be what they call a hoss?
Well, look at me. I can't be.
Or a good technical wrestler.
Or technical, yeah, like a
Wanna
Daniel
be a
Bryan.
technical wrestler,
Brian
but-
Bryan
Danielson.
Danielson.
I mean, Rey Mysterio is my dude, so maybe Rey Mysterio. A
Ooh, a
luchador.
high
I got a
fly
fucking
luch-
luchador mask right there.
There you go, a lucha libre up in this
High
bitch.
flying.
All right.
Okay.
Kung Fu Corey asks, I got a question for the pod.
Oh, you like those?
Is
Yeah.
there merch coming in the near
Ah!
future?
Is there?
Oh!
I'd love to rock a Food for Thought t-shirt or crew neck. Maybe a collab with 36 Styles or Kung Fu Bob's art. I think either would do an awesome job.
Holy
I would
shit.
love for us to
We're
have
not
a
cool enough for that.
T-shirt.
Yeah, he nailed it.
You kind of did that.
We're not cool enough for that.
Maybe in a year.
Yeah.
I was trying to. I had actually looked up prices to do like stickers.
I made stickers.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
got Food for Thought stickers.
Oh, you actually. Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, it's the old logo.
Yeah,
so
we
it's
don't
not
have the new one.
logo.
Ooh, maybe that's like some.
Stickers are a piece of piss. I can get that done in days.
Yo,
I
that's
can-
like maybe the first episode of Spider-Man. At the time, it's like, fuck this fucking spider guy.
yeah,
But then it's like, ooh,
yeah. If anyone wants stickers,
I'll let you
no,
boy.
I won't say if anyone because that means I'll have to make a boatload. But I don't know. We can maybe do a giveaway for some stickers. Something. We'll do the logo on stickers. That's no problem. We can do that. I don't have a problem with that. But like a T-shirt with our logo on, or like a quote from Cyrus on it, or something.
Quotes? That's weird.
That would be like, yeah, we're not cool enough for that. I don't think there's enough people that would rock a Food for Thought.
I'm not
t-shirt.
against that, but
Neither am I.
Yeah.
we're just
How-
not there yet.
How about we do this?
Yeah. Do we even
right?
have enough people who would want one?
I'll make Food for Thought. I'll make Food for Thought t-shirts, right? But I'll make one for me, one for Cyrus, and one for Devan. We will wear them on the show. If you see one and go, "That's dope. I want a Food for Thought shirt," let me know, and then we'll go ahead and move forward. Does that
Would
sound
we
good?
put? Would we? So obviously our logo, and you would put a quote on it.
No, I won't put a quote. on it.
Okay.
I
That's a
like
joke.
that though.
Yeah,
I
it'd be
mean,
great.
yeah,
But we'd have
sure.
to find a really good quote that we said, and that would also be very big-headed because that would be us going, "That's really funny."
Look how funny
Right.
we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I could use one of the quotes that I use for the YouTube videos, but they're kind of just tasters of what we say.
Rest in peace.
Well, yeah. I'm a weapons girl.
Rest in peace. What?
That's
Oh,
just one of your
just-
quotes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
I was
really
thinking.
funny.
I was thinking from our last one. I'm a weapons girl.
I'm a
That could be
weapons
on
girl.
mine.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Making a girl tee, making a ladies tee, and then have it. I'm a weapons girl. That's not bad.
And each, yeah, ooh, like maybe one of our own on each.
What would mine be?
We'd
All I
find.
say is yeah,
That'd
buddy.
be
and
ha-
That's not
yeah,
mine.
that'd be hard.
We'd find some.
We'd have to go through.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's an idea. So if I make them, I won't make them anytime soon, probably. Maybe in the new year. Maybe for Christmas. Maybe as a Christmas gift, I'll make some for these guys. And you can take a look at the Food for Thought t-shirts, and you can go, "Hey, I like them. I would love one." If not, we'll just leave it how it is. But
And
yeah.
maybe well, I don't want to say that.
No?
I was gonna no, never mind.
Okay. We might even like maybe it'd be better if we made a mug instead. Like maybe someone would prefer a Food for Thought mug. I got a martial arts film freak mug and an Art School Dropouts mug. So maybe you
Which-
guys would prefer like a Food for
we
Thought
do
mug.
use. Yeah.
Yeah. So I use.
Okay. Maybe I use them too.
Oh, you said we do use?
Which we do use.
Oh, we do use. Yeah. So maybe if I don't know if you want a mug, and I don't know, but let me know if you want Food for Thought merch. The idea is bonkers to us
Yeah.
because we're just three idiots who just talk about films and make dick jokes,
Yeah.
and you know,
rib cages for our ball sacks.
yeah, the idea that someone would actually want a T-shirt with our logo on or something, and keep in mind we didn't design the logo; it was actually
No, we did
designed
not.
by someone who has skills. So we have a dope
Wonderfully
logo.
talented individual.
Yeah, Joey Min.
Thank you very
by the way.
much.
Joey Min made our
Mr. Joey.
made our logo. So shout out to him.
Absolutely.
He's the artist.
He
behind
made
it.
our intro,
Yeah.
right?
He made our
our
intro.
awesome
you know.
intro.
intro video as well.
Basically, this channel
Basically, art school drop.
completely thanks to Well, funny enough, great question because Don Jitsu, Donny Boy, Don.
The Don.
Oh,
Don.
Donnie boy.
He came up with, hypothetically speaking, about how much startup money would be necessary to make the Food for Thought podcast network a reality.
Oh.
How many
Network.
components?
How many
what is that?
network?
How many components would it have? Don't you remember me mentioning it?
No.
Oh, I mentioned having a podcast network.
I truly have no idea where to even start. How
Like
would you
what?
answer?
Like-
I have
So
no
what,
idea.
With multiple podcasts?
I know how to start. It's
Well, I
fine.
guess
How
it wouldn't
many?
cost much. Just be like, hey, you want to link our shits?
Bingo.
Do what?
Just all you would do, right, is so what you do is if anyone wanted to create a podcast, let's say someone created a podcast, right? And we listened to it and we were like, this is a fucking good podcast. We like it.
Oh, I see what
We
you're
like what
saying.
you're doing, right? What we do is we join up and we create a network. Let's call it the Food for Thought Network, right? Just for the sake of what we're talking about right now. We call it the Food for Thought Network. We create a Facebook page for the Food for Thought Network. Or we call it something else, whatever it may be. And we create this network, and then on the Facebook page, it's for all of us, right? We advertise however many podcasts we have. If we have 2 or 3 people that we like the sound of, we advertise all of us. Then what we do is we create a Linktree page or something that has all of us on it, and we pay for Linktree Pro. We put everything on it, blah blah blah. So it wouldn't cost that much. We just have to find some podcasts that we really like and that are really in tune with us. We couldn't just go, oh, what, you have a podcast about fucking
But then I feel like
silent
if we
cinema
were,
from the 30s?
if it was our network, do we do the social media, or do we leave the podcast to do their own, to handle their own social media?
Well, that's the question. I think to a degree, we have to handle the network page.
I'll take care of the social media.
There you go. Cyrus is a social media genius.
Oh yeah.
I
So,
got the tumblings and the tweetings
so the top tier
and the
would have
rum.
to be one of us managing the network page and managing the Food for Thought page.
Okay.
But then everyone else would have to have their own page, but we tie it to the network page.
Okay.
And I think if you create a network, I know someone who's done it. I won't. Fuck it. I'll.
Should we join forces with someone and create a network?
I said there should be an art school for dropouts network. But you got to think of it. Those guys are the busiest people on the planet.
Very
It's
true.
a lot of work. It's not money. It's work.
Jesus, what just popped?
Oh no, that was my shoulder. My back.
That's what I know. That's what I was asking. I heard it.
I'm falling
It's
apart.
popping pee.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not money. It's the time and energy. Donjitsu, if you wanted to create a podcast tomorrow, I would listen to it, and if I enjoyed it, I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do a network. But it's the time and energy someone needs
It's
to put.
very time consuming. Like
There's a lot.
we struggle managing putting out the content that we do
We really do.
around our 9 to 5 jobs.
We put out one video a week. Think about that. One video a week we put out, and we with our 9 to 5, we honestly struggle to put out that one video, to edit it, to get the thumbnails, to put it on social media.
Stop
Yeah.
me from making some sweet love.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, "Stop it! Stop it! We're filming."
Right.
I said, "How much you pay me?" He says,
On our
"Continue."
uncut, literally
Go ahead.
trying to asking these dudes, when are we gonna do the commentary?
Yeah,
And
that's it. It's time, and it's the energy. When I'm done, it's great on your. I'm not going to talk too much inside baseball, but
Right.
on your Instagram page or on your Facebook page, it's ideal to have little bite-sized clips of your episodes to draw people in, right? They go, oh, that's a kind of cool 30-second clip. I'd like to listen to the whole episode. In order for me to make multiple of those clips, I'll have to do it after work, and it'd probably take me 2 to 3 hours. I don't
I'm
wanna do
very
that after work,
I mean, yeah, I do to make a clip.
and I don't do it because I can't be asked. But yeah, and someone recently suggested, I will say it was Steph from the Dropout, suggested that we do YouTube Shorts, that we start making YouTube Shorts, and that's just a separate chat. I really would like to do that, but it's like, oh god, it's something extra, and I just put out one episode. But you got to think as well, for Fight Bites and for Kung Fu Sations, I've got to contact someone. I've got to say, when are you free? Let's sit down. What time do we? Are you free? Okay, now I've got to do a fucking thumbnail, and I'll blah 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 blah. So it takes
It's a lot.
I don't know how people do it. I really don't.
Clearly, people have more energy than us.
Yes, that's what it is. It's either we're just fucking slack and lax and lazy,
Yeah.
or people just have more energy and effort than we do, or it's just tough as hell and people just push through it.
Energy.
Yeah, but we do it. It's up there every week. Every week, I've got a video coming out next week, and next week we're recording a patron commentary. So we do it. We work, and it's up there. But if you want to
Wait, do you have another Fight Bites or another
Sure
Kung
do.
Fu Station? When are you? That's during the week, right?
Now next week.
That should be during the week, right?
All right, enjoy the week.
Because we're putting out the commentary next weekend.
Yeah, but that's on Patreon only.
Oh, right.
All right, this is some good shit.
Yeah, behind
Sorry.
the scenes.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Confused.
see, but that's what it's like.
My bad.
Those conversations. But anyway, if a podcast network is an easy concept in my mind, it doesn't take money. It takes energy and it takes time.
A lot of effort. Yeah.
That's all.
Time.
If you wanted to pour money into it, then you can start talking about websites and like shit like that. And I don't know how much that costs. I've got no idea. But Don, create a podcast.
Shoot
Hop
it
on
up.
one
Brought
with
to you by
Cyrus. You and T do a
Squarespace.
fucking Street Fighter one. Pair of geeks.
I haven't played in so long.
That'd be great though. A Street Fighter podcast. That'd be cool.
Very niche though.
Yeah, people would flock to it though. There's enough
Well,
people.
they kind of have them. There are a lot
Oh,
of
do they?
YouTube shits.
Okay.
All the big
It's not
dog.
bang in the back. It's gonna come through.
What'd you say?
Bang in the back of the couch. It's gonna be picked up on the mics.
I bang behind the couch all the time.
I'm just letting you know. It's gonna come through. Oh, it's gonna come through. I swear. All right. Don asked another question. Cyrus.
Uh-oh.
This is where it gets sexy. Ready? Let's bring it down. Get a bit smooth now.
Do I
Cyrus,
need to put on some mood music?
what's your favorite upper body exercise that is not bench press? I'm partial to shoulder raises and probably spam them entirely too much.
Spamming. He's spamming the shoulder raises.
What do you spam?
You know which one I like that nobody does that doesn't have any effect on me, but I
What?
just think that the muscle looks really cool and I can't make it big on me.
Mhm.
Just can't. Traps.
Okay.
They look so cool. All the big strong guys have these big things like this.
What
I'm like,
exercise?
How the hell do you do
what
that?
exercise does traps?
You know how you do it?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Drugs. Just get massive dumbbells and go, I don't know. Huh?
Oh,
I like
gotcha.
that. I like shrugging with weights.
And in the noobs, I'm guilty of this.
Noobs.
And the noobs. The noobs. When I started to do them, sorry, my face would always go be like, I couldn't. I would look at myself in the mirror, and there's nothing I could do to go vinegar face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now I'm just like cold-blooded killer.
Oh, Don Rambo up in this bitch.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
those shrugs are great. These babies, shoulder.
Flies? Are they called flies?
No. Well,
flies?
yeah. Flies are
What is going on with your mic?
Flies are, you know, that machine. You put your arms out straight,
Oh yeah,
you like that,
Yep, that's flies.
or you lie on a bench and you go
Yep,
that.
yep.
Right.
Titties.
I was doing those not that long ago.
These are great, dude. Also a good one is that no one does is rear delts. Like, you know, these guys.
Mhm.
That's another thing no one does.
Nice.
I'll do those.
What's I forgot what the question was.
What's your favorite upper body thing?
Oh, I guess that.
And he actually a follow-up question, which I think is very interesting. If we ever met, would you agree to rub each other down with oil?
Name and time and place, my man.
Weird question, Don. Very weird question. Yep, he did
Right.
not ask that. That was all me, baby.
Right.
I just want to say how that Don did not ask that question.
See how I
but
I went with the punches.
he got Cyrus to reveal
you
himself.
Take it. You take the punches. You judo it.
Yep, that's a good one.
I'm in place.
All right, Devan. Another
Uh-oh.
one, Don.
Yes, sir.
Devin,
Don.
what? This is the last one. Don, I know you asked some more actually, but I'm going to hold them back because we want to wrap up. Devin, what is the funniest environment you've ever code switched in? I used to throw large parties for my birthday every year, and the invites brought together my nerdy PC friends, anime friends, and hood friends, if you can imagine those people all in one place. The overlap between the groups is one thing, but the amount of code switching tired me out pretty badly. Firstly, Devin, for those that don't know, can you explain what code switching is?
I don't know if I have a good definition for it. I know what it means. It's just
I do.
basically you're adjusting to the people around you.
Yeah. It's
Um,
acting white or acting black.
well, sure, yeah,
That's it.
yeah, I guess so.
When do you have to act more white, and when can you be your
Right.
normal black self?
Right.
It sounds weird
Um,
saying that, but that's what code switching is.
None of
Can I just say
this-
it's a lot more complex than that as well?
Yes, it is.
That's just a stupid definition. It's a lot more complex.
Yeah.
Than
Can it also kind of trickle down into like work?
Absolutely.
that. Yeah, no, 100%.
Well,
Just the way
100%.
you conduct yourself.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Especially if you're a black person and work with a lot of white people.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. But no, I haven't had to do that because none of those components have ever mixed for me. So I haven't had to. So, and then at work, I feel like because especially I work with younger people and we're all very we're very
I
comfortable
thought
with
you were
each
gonna
other.
say black.
You're all
No,
very black.
no, we're all very comfortable with each other, so there's no we all like curse a lot at work amongst ourselves and stuff like that. So at work I never have to really worry about it. I'm professional when I need to be. But when talking amongst ourselves, we curse up a storm and say a bunch of shit. But depending on the environment that I'm in, like if I'm with my family, or if I'm
Yep.
yeah, depending
totally
on
different.
when I'm with my family, it's very different. But none of those components really are. I have no extreme component like different social groups where they've interacted where I've had to do that. I'm either with one group or I'm with this group, and so
It's very different though.
when
Well,
I'm with
when you're with your family, I
yeah.
mean, I recently, we went to a cookout of some sort, and Devon was around her family, and how she is around her family compared to how she is just around me is very different.
Yes.
Yeah, which is weird because that implies you code switch for me.
But I don't feel that I
I
do.
don't think you do.
Yeah, I think I don't know, maybe different parts of myself, or maybe just
Of course.
there's a different comfort level, or just a different I don't know. I think it's perfectly natural. I don't think
Put me around a bunch of British people, I'll act more British.
right.
I'll speak faster and stuff like that.
I think all of us, depending on who we're around, we adjust, whether intentionally or unintentionally.
I'm more British across text. I'll call Cyrus mate via text, or say like "all right, mate."
Right.
I don't say it in person.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, but
that's got nothing to do with this conversation.
I know.
None of that applies to what the hell we're
Switching
talking
away.
about.
But
It is in a way, yeah.
But yeah, so I have not had to do that. Sorry.
No, I think that's kind of cool, but I do think I do think you do it, but you don't have to do it around. Like when I was with her and she was around her family, she didn't switch it on and off for me and then them and me and then them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
like, what she's trying to say is she doesn't. Yeah, you don't literally you don't have to switch, but there
No.
are environments where
But
you do
yeah.
change.
Yeah. Around my immediate coworkers, I'm a certain way. If I'm speaking to like a supervisor or the manager of the hospital, I am relaxed. However, I am more careful about what I say and how I say it.
But is that to do with race, or
A mix
that's
of
not
both.
that's not racial though,
A
is it?
mix of both.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
I-
Because I mean, I have a different demeanor around my team than I do around my boss,
Right.
and around Cyrus than I do around my team.
Yeah, for me it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
The fact that she's my manager, but then also because she's an older white lady.
Hey, we're the only whites in our group now.
Yeah.
And I'm a half and halfer.
Dirty half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only purely thoroughbred white person in our
Pure
team.
breed.
Pure breed. Yeah.
You're not including your boss.
Right. Just
Oh, not my
our
boss, our team.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm the one true Aryan.
Yeah.
Ew,
And he's the manager, of course.
gross.
Hey, if you were a dog, which dog would you be?
Aryan.
Oh.
If I was a dog,
German
what
Shepherd.
dog I would be? I'd be a.
That was kind of a good joke.
Yeah, that's not bad actually. I'd be a golden retriever.
You think?
Yeah.
They're kind of dumb though.
They're lovely. They're lovable.
They're very dumb though.
This
and
conversation
sweet.
sucks.
Is it?
Because we're about to go down an avenue, and it's just going to be us going, "Oh, they are nice dogs."
Oh, okay.
And people
mean,
go,
they
"What
are
the fuck are they talking
amazing.
All
about?"
right, that's not
Yeah.
bad. You saw
Okay,
into the
okay.
future with that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think I don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea
is
what
there
I
such
would
thing
be.
as a smart dog?
Yeah, there is.
That's not true. They're a very
A
smart
breed, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess you're right. I guess you're
smart
right.
You know those little shit dogs that like do all the. They're like turn around.
Yeah, I guess you're right. What would you be then?
Oh, I have no idea.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd be a white retriever.
I mean, I know what dogs I very much like, but I don't know if that would mean that's the breed I would be.
I'd be a corgi.
You'd be a corgi.
Yeah.
I
That's a
like
lot of
your
energy.
I liked your golden retriever answer. I feel
Alright.
like you're more of a golden retriever.
Thank you.
What do you think I'd be? What's a mysterious dog?
Um,
They kind of aren't. They're just like, hey, this is it, baby. I'd be a cat. I would definitely be a
I
cat.
see.
Oh, you're
Or
not
is
a
it-
cat. I
No?
don't see you as a cat. No, I don't see you as a cat. Not at all. Not at all.
That's nice.
No, definitely not a cat.
Interesting.
I see you as some dirty mutt.
Yeah. That would make sense because I'm half and half.
No, yeah, I definitely don't see you as a cat. I don't know what I see you as. I don't know what I see you as.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but I don't know dogs that well. That's the problem. I don't know dogs that well.
Mysterious.
I see you as a
breed.
horse.
Okay. Or a mule. Not quite a donkey.
That's
Not quite a
right.
horse.
That's right. I see you as a salamander. Okay, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Fucking shite. If you've got this far in the podcast, you know what? Good for you. Just stay here a little bit
Yeah.
longer.
Watch me make a fucking fool out of
You get to
myself.
see Cyrus make an absolute toolbox of himself.
100%. I didn't know what the hell I was saying.
He thought he was 100% right.
I'm pretty much.
Yep.
I'm not asleep at the wheel much.
Yeah.
But right then, I was like speaking in tongues.
It's a good one. It's a
Yes.
good one. We'll throw that in the end. Thank you so
Our
much.
patrons.
Oh shit! We have a little thing called Patreon.
Yes.
That's where people called patrons can join us
Yes.
in our revelries.
Get a little extra
And
content.
Revelries.
Revelries. Yeah. What did I say?
Revelries.
What did I say? Referee.
I don't know. Referees.
you can join us and you can pay us a little coin each month. You can go ahead and you can get extra episodes every single 2 weeks. You get a Food for Thought Uncut, where we chat a lot of shit. Sometimes it's frisky, sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's both. And we are doing commentary tracks. We have done 2 so far. One on Paranormal Activity, one on Over the Top,
Yeah.
classic Sylvester Stallone
We're
film.
getting better at them.
Next week, we are doing Roadhouse. It's going to be an exciting one.
Academy Award winner.
That's right.
MTV Movie Award winner.
That's right. Looking forward to that. Winner, chicken chinner.
Mhm.
And sometimes I put up videos about my movie collection. Just, stuff like that. It's a good time.
Poll where you get to choose.
You get to- That's right.
A movie.
Put the poll on
for
the
the podcast?
Matrix and the whatever that stupid shooting scene you were talking about.
I'll
was.
put that on Instagram.
Yeah, you better.
Oh, yeah, I will. Prepare
And
to lose.
don't like.
Try and sway them.
Yeah.
I'm not
But
going to.
how would you say that? What's a good word? Influence them.
Yeah.
Don't influence them.
Our next film that we're doing for the podcast is actually the one that our patrons voted on. Our patrons voted on the wrong one. I wanted a particular one, and they voted not on that. So I was
That's
very,
called
very upset.
influencing them.
Yeah, I did.
Which
I
you
did-
said you just wouldn't.
Yeah. They actually voted for Triple Threat, which is going to be our next film. The Tony Jaa, Iko Uwais, Michael Jai White,
What?
Scott Adkins.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Tiger Chen.
So once again, so I will also I choose the films to put on the poll.
She sure does.
My very sophisticated system of just googling. Oh, I don't even
She
I don't even go
Googles.
through our
She
because
made 2 movies I've never heard of.
Great.
Yeah.
so basically
It was called
just
like
do a
White Snow or something.
I just do a Google search. I'll pick a decade and then I'll just be like martial arts films from this decade, and I literally just go by the pictures.
Good. I was gonna say maybe pick ones that are like 7 and up, but it's really good if
She
you
just
don't
goes
know.
off pictures.
I
That's
literally,
better though.
That's offensive.
from basically like movie posters.
She picked films I've never even heard of.
Because if they're all just fine,
She picked I'm not kidding. She picked a
What country was it again?
Danish and China co-production, which I've never heard of in my life.
I thought the poster looked interesting.
I watched the trailer. The trailer didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I removed that one from the poll.
Mm.
But they voted for Triple Threat, so it's going to be an interesting watch. We'll see. But I also, before I get into the patrons, I actually want to talk about the list of upcoming. No, let's do patrons first.
Patrons.
Patrons are a virtue.
Agent Saint.
Here we are. We have a bunch of patrons, and they are Miles, Alpha Rookie. Shout out to him because he was the one that provided me with Copy of the Killer.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to him. Awesome guy. Really, really nice. Big fan of cinema. Yeah, good guy. Nick, Shane, Nicholas, Amok Pal,
Love it.
Rama, Disconnected, Tristan, Robert, R School Dropout.
I was nodding so hard. My
Jesus
nose.
Christ. What a mess. Eloquent, James, Don Jitsu, Tina, and Benjamin.
Yay, woo!
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you,
You are
patron.
incredible people. Upcoming films. This is exciting now. Next episode is Triple Threat. The episode after that is our Halloween special, baby. We are watching a Korean horror film
Hell yeah.
called The Wailing.
Okay.
If you didn't know anything about that film, it's incredibly good, and it's not a jump scare. It's got nothing to do with scares. It's an interesting, in-depth horror film that we will talk about quite a lot. Film after that is Shaolin Intruders, the Shaw Brothers film. After that is Once Upon a Time in Shanghai. On December 3rd, we're going into December. There's a little known film called Cyrus Picks a Film. For December 3rd.
That's the first time, huh?
December 17th, we have a little known film called Devan Picks a Film.
I get to pick any movie I want.
I want it to be action.
I mean, yeah, actiony or
I don't think you can
Get
just
some
pick any
fights
film.
in
It
there.
has to
Just
be-
not
yeah,
random.
Yeah,
Just not a
not-
random.
Yeah,
Sure.
Not like
can't-
Bambi,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. We can't do fucking The Pest.
There's some fighting in it. There's gunplay.
And then on December 31st, New Year's Eve, to be determined. I haven't decided yet what's going to
Okay.
be our New Year film. We will see. I don't think there's any Kung Fu films set at New Year. The only film I can think of was New Year's Strange Days. And that's weird. Yeah, so there are films coming up. Really excited. Interested to see what Devon and Cyrus pick.
I bet there are kung fu movies about Chinese New Year.
Oh, yeah, tons.
Gotcha.
Tons.
Got him.
Oh, maybe that's yeah, maybe. All right, thank you very much, everyone. We really, really appreciate you.
Indeed.
Here comes the normal shit.
The things. This thing.
If you like what you see here and you enjoy us, please subscribe. We would love to have you. We're going
Please
to be
like
putting out
us.
videos every week. Please like the video. I know people say that, but I didn't know it actually really, really benefits us. It fights the algorithm, basically. So if we do a film, if we do an episode on The Killer, if you search for The Killer, we are on like the 19th page of YouTube.
Hell yeah.
If you like the video, we might end up on the 17th
Oh,
page
baby.
of YouTube.
Nice.
So
Time.
just think about liking us. We really, really appreciate that. That
And
would be
and
nice.
if you're like me, I hate getting notifications. I hate liking and thumbs upping and whatever, unless they deserve it.
Mhm.
Just thumbs up us or whatever, and then turn the bell off.
Oh, don't put the bell on.
We don't need to be in
Sorry,
your shit.
I shouldn't say that. Sorry, every YouTuber says, and well, go ahead and click that bell for notifications. I don't
Fuck
give a
that.
shit about that. You don't have to be notified every time we upload a video.
It is
But if
once
you
a
want
week,
to,
though, right?
that's yeah,
That's not
it's
too bad.
once a week. So don't worry about it. It's not going to be every like 3 days or anything. But hit the bell if you want. But otherwise, thumbs up, whack that up. Also, leave some comments. Leave
Anything.
some bloody comments, will you? Yeah, we'll chat to you.
Only if they're
I'll
nice.
chat.
Cyrus might
I'll
chat.
fucking write some
Evan
shit
might.
down.
Yeah, who knows?
I've never commented on one of
No, I know
videos
you
yet.
haven't. No.
Because it's my email address, my personal old school email address.
Oh yeah, you need to get a Cyrus for Thought email address. Or something. Yeah, Food for Thought Psy.
And it's spelled S-I,
Yes,
like the weapon.
Sci-fu, Sifu.
SCI?
Oh, nice. Oh, maybe
Is it S-C-I?
that's S-A-I.
T-S-A-I?
S-A-I.
Fuck.
Psy.
T-S-A.
But yeah, go ahead and leave a comment. We'll chat to you. I always reply to every single comment that gets dropped on a video. so-
Even if it's just
is
how
insane.
hateful.
Which is insane.
Luckily, we haven't had any hateful
That's good.
ones yet. So, yeah, I respond to every single one. So, I appreciate you. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Take care. We love you. We love all you do. Get ready for the blooper. It's a coming. And, guys, guess what? We will catch you. I'm probably in the way of Cyrus. We will catch you.
Next time.
You want to hit stop?
Oh, right.
Evan was just smiling into the camera.
I was thinking it was the recorder, but I forgot we're doing this from the laptop.
Oh, that's
Okay,
funny.
stopping right now. Start recording. I have recorded. I am
okay,
recording.
we got our mics on. So, yeah,
Okay.
you can play if you want. We're not recording.
No, this
we're
is just a
gonna
test.
So, testicular.
Testes.
You heard me? You heard?
We heard.
Charlie Chaplin in the chocolate store.
Chocolate in the chocolate factory. Was that not? Did you fuck up? Charlie Chaplin in the chocolate factory. That's really good. That's really good.
Oh god.
Wow, I wish we had. Oh, we do have a recording of
We
that.
do have a
Maybe we
recording
have
of
to put it on the end as like a blooper. That's really good. I might- Oh.
said store.
'Cause that was your joke. That was
Right.
your joke.
I said Charlie
Yeah,
Chaplin
and the chocolate store.